Damn epic song right there. Wolf Mother, White Unicorn.
Yeah, I like those guys.
I really like those guys, and then they kind of went away, and I think they came back, and I don't know what's going on with them, to be honest with you, but I went and saw them once. They were awesome.
Yeah, they kind of annoy me that they only did like one album and stopped.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? Fuck some out with you.
I don't know what happens with these guys.
They have 3 records.
Did they have 3, Travis?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They had the one big one, and then they, I don't know. They had their issues, that band. That's for sure. So.
I think the lead singer is like the only one that's still the original member.
I think he replaced everybody, and I don't know. They didn't have the success of the first album, that's for sure.
No, they put out an album last year. You know when I heard about that? This morning when I looked it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a fax McGillicuddy in there.
No, what I mean, like that's like, you know.
I thought I was onto a new band, when they came out. They might have came out like 10 years ago by now. And then, God, they just couldn't keep it together. You're right.
Yeah, the nice 70s sound. They just cut
real
the
nice.
shit.
Real
do
nice
some
70s
gigs.
sound. Right.
They think it's going to be easy to find another band. It's not.
No, you got to go with that success. Formed in 2000. Wow, okay. Debut album when? 2005. All right, about 10 years. That's 10 years already.
They remind me of Dane Cook for some reason. I don't know why. Is he the first one that told us about
Wolf
them?
Mother?
I associate them with Dane, and I don't know why.
That's really strange. Did Dane maybe use one of their songs or something?
Maybe that's it. Maybe in Tourgasm or something. There's a reason.
But yeah, their music is very easy to use.
I don't know why.
It has that nice feel to it. So I don't know. That's how we start. Wolf Mother and White Unicorn.
Yeah, Eric's telling me that their theme song on Tourgasm was Wolf Mother.
Wow. It was, okay, so I think that's the first time I ever heard of them was from Tourgasm.
Wow, very good.
Dane put a picture of himself on Instagram, a naked picture of himself on Instagram.
What is he doing?
I don't know. I think facing away.
I like the Dane Cook, but what is he doing?
I don't know.
Is he losing his mind?
Maybe a little bit.
That's him? What's he doing?
I don't know.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He's in good shape, but Jesus, Dane.
Oh my God.
Coming unglued.
Why did he do that? What is he? I've got a surprise coming. I can't say yet, but here's a hint. What does that mean?
I can't read it.
V apostrophe.
V apostrophe S-I?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Highest grossing comedy albums of all time. Highest rated comedy specials. After Troublemaker, what could it be? All right, but why is he naked?
I don't know. But you know why? You know what? He's a smart marketing guy. Maybe it's to get people to actually read it, and everyone's reading it.
Of course.
I would never read.
What the fuck?
I always just look at the pictures. I don't look at my friend's post, but why is my friend naked? Let me see what that tells the story. And he plugs an album. Smart.
He's got a nice hiney.
He's got good cheeks. I'm sure he went to a
He's got good
bunch.
cheeks. He's in very good shape. No one would deny that. What the fuck?
I'd like to know who took that picture.
He's got you can tell that the legs are very hairy. On the left, you can still see hair, off his legs.
I didn't look at it. I didn't look at it that closely. Somebody sent it to me, a screen capture of it on the phone. I'd actually look at it on the bigger screen. I'd prefer not to get an in-depth look at his hair. Fucking.
Wow, Dane. Dane's losing his mind.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love when you guys lose your minds.
Yeah, comedians come unglued. It's really a weird.
What is he doing?
We all at one point have our. I just saw a video of myself pop up. I thought it was live right now. It's not.
What was that?
It was just.
I saw that too.
Opie and Jim Norton Twitter and it. Did they change that from Opie and Jimmy?
Huh?
Is that changed?
No.
Oh, okay. I like Opie and Jim Norton. I just saw myself, and I'm like, I thought that was from now on. I just got a fucking vertigo moment.
All right, so Dane Cook's naked. All right.
Very bizarre. Black and white shot.
Are the fellow comics talking about it
No. Somebody sent me to. I don't even know if they know about it, because somebody sent me a picture, like, what is Dane doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I just thought of it now because of Wolf Mother.
Well,
I didn't investigate it.
We just tweeted the picture, so you could check it out for yourself.
Yeah.
He's got a big ass crack, too. It's deep. And
again,
wide. This is a wideness.
I didn't.
Here, zoom in so Jimmy can see the ass crack.
Yeah, he does have hairy legs. I'll give you that. Here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the foliage around. He's got a damn nice.
He's got
nice hedge maze. The fucking set of The Shining. He took this.
He's got a wonderful view. And a wonderful landscaper. Obviously, I mean, Dane Cook has done well for himself. So
is that his place? I guess it's his house.
I would imagine that's his back patio. It looks like he's up high in the hills.
I heard he has like a $7 million apartment or something, or house.
You want to check out his deep ass crack and
no, I'm fine with the zoomed out photo.
You
just
sure?
I'm actually looking at the bushes. It's an old lady I'm becoming. Instead of making fun of his asshole, I'm like, oh God, look at the papers on the ground.
Mars is shaking his head. What's wrong, Mars?
Mars, what's wrong? Tug his prick.
You're analyzing a man's ass. That's what's wrong.
Yeah, I'm trying to make people uncomfortable. It made Jimmy a little uncomfortable. It's making you uncomfortable, so it worked perfectly.
It's making us uncomfortable for the wrong reasons.
Trust me, do I have to say I don't give a fuck about Dane Cook's ass crack, all right? I'm not getting turned on, but I know it's uncomfortable for people to point it out.
Well, the problem is when I looked up, he does have a nice-looking butt.
It's a wonderful butt. You can acknowledge that, right?
Yes.
Doesn't mean you want to get in there.
Right.
Stupid Mets.
Yeah.
Are you following the Mets there, Mars?
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think the Royals are supposed to win their home game, but now the Mets are in trouble. Down 2 games.
Here's what the headline in the New York papers should be.
Yeah.
No one told the Royals they were supposed to lose. Because everyone was expecting the Mets to go in there and fucking whip them. Kansas City is really good, man. That's fucking, what's his name, DeGrom?
Yeah.
How many pitches in a row did he throw that they didn't swing and miss at? They are fucking really good hitters.
I think through the first 5 innings, he only had 1 missed swing.
They were fouling off everything he threw.
They're an insanely good contact team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really wears on a pitcher because all these wasted pitches just getting fouled off is very frustrating.
I was excited for last night because you got the Mets game. I'm watching because they're in the World Series. I'm not
Up 1-0.
I'm not a big Mets fan. I used to be. Matter of fact, they just Instagrammed a picture of me and Mets legend Jerry Grody from back in the day.
Oh my God!
I used to be a huge Mets fan, not so much these days, but they're in the World Series. So I'm watching, and you had the Mets game and the debate. I thought it would be a nice night of TV watching, and both sucked. The Mets game sucked, and the debate for the most part.
I watched 5 minutes of the debate and I was done. I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I turned it on a little bit and I saw Rubio yapping. What does Rubio have in his teeth? Does he have something in his bottom teeth look fucking creepy?
Well,
do you have male adult braces or something, or is there
maybe some
mouth
kind of
guard?
Maybe a mouth guard or some kind of retainer. I don't know.
It was driving me nuts. I'm like, I'm not interested in any of these people's lives. I don't want to hear about their family. My father picked up a mop. Fuck you and fuck him. I don't care.
I think we all had tough upbringings.
Yeah, my dad drove a truck.
There you go. I don't know what my dad did for a living. I really don't. From the age of when I was 16 to his death, I don't really know what he did for work. He was very mysterious with his work. We all had weird fucking upbringings and parents.
Right.
Enough already. And then Christie did his famous "Somewhere Out There."
No, he didn't.
I forget exactly. Do we have that clip? He loves individualizing that one person to make his point. And I don't know what's going on with him. His skin was melting on TV yesterday. I don't know if it was a greasy face or if he's got acne or if it was bad makeup or if he was sweating. But
I'm going to guess sweat.
He was very uncomfortable to look at during this debate last night.
I just couldn't get interested.
And then, is this the clip? Oh, okay, we're checking. The headline about the debate, though, was everybody turning on the moderators.
Oh, did they?
Oh, boy. And we have a montage clip, right? This is what we should play. Because they had it with the moderators and their stupid questions. And they basically were calling them out saying, look, you guys just want us to all, to fight and stuff. Like this is a wrestling match. This is serious shit that we're trying to talk about here.
But in a way, though, we do want them to fight. We do want them to fight it out, and then be fake and fucking support each other over the Democrat. I want them to fight it out.
Sure, but probably over real issues instead of did you hear what he said? And then I think it was Ben Carson's basically saying, I didn't say that. Well, according to the New York Times, and then he goes, well, the New York Times was wrong. You got your info wrong. We should play this clip. It's pretty damn good. It's a montage of all the candidates going after the moderators on CNBC.
Say something at the outset. The questions that asked so far in this debate illustrate why the American people don't trust the media. This is not a cage match. And you look at the questions. Donald Trump, are you a comic book villain? Ben Carson, can you do math? John Kasich, will you insult two people over here? Marco Rubio, why don't you resign? Jeb Bush, why have your numbers fallen? How about talking about the substantive issues people care about?
Damn.
Yeah, you know what? Ted Cruz is really, his face bothers me in a very deep way. He's uncomfortable. He's fucking Grandpa Munsterish, but that's a very good point he made. And now I hope he fucking drops dead, but that was a great point.
What is it about his face?
He looks squished. From the eyes above, he has a great forehead. He's a leader's forehead and eyes. And then the nose and the mouth are like...
Right. Like he's resting his chin on a table constantly.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's being
just pushed out. It's very straight.
Yeah, it's mushed.
Yeah.
Very regal forehead and head of hair.
Yeah.
Presidential.
Yeah.
And then from the fucking middle of the nose to the chin.
It's a disaster.
It's the fucking garbage cruncher in Star Wars, and I hate it.
All right, continue
fucking
with this.
Stinks.
Does this count? Do we get credit for this one?
And Carl, I'm not finished yet. The contrast with the Democratic debate, where every fawning question from the media was, which of you is more handsome and wise?
So this is
And
a
let me
question
be
about
clear.
the debt limit, which you have 30 seconds left to answer, should you choose to do so.
Let me be clear. The men and women on this stage have more ideas, more experience, more common sense than every participant in the Democratic debate. That debate reflected a debate between the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks.
Yeah.
See, now he should just answer the question.
Yeah,
now
of
he's
course.
going for another applause break. Stop
Of
it,
course.
Ted.
He knows
Stop it, fucking your lower half crunched. It's annoying me.
He knows he's doing well. Hey, wait, there's a Patton Oswalt tweet on the screen right there. All it says is, I've taken a drink every time.
It was on the Ted Cruz screen.
Yeah, because they were just,
Are they showing people's tweets during the fucking debate?
They were.
Ugh.
Yes, they
Gives
were.
a fuck.
I'm trying to see, where's the tweet, though, from Patton Oswalt?
I don't know.
All right, go back to the video. Maybe it'll scroll across before they go for the edit there and go to the next candidate beating up the moderators.
But why would they show anyone's debate tweet? That's not part of the debate.
I don't know.
Good for Patton, but I mean, in general, why would they show anybody?
It's just, they're using...
So that you're a part of the act.
Yeah, they're using social media.
And there's that
It's
scroll.
just a constant scroll of
Scroll.
Yeah.
All right, push play.
And nobody watching at home believes that any of the moderators has any intention of voting in a Republican primary.
He said, I've taken a drink every time the CNBC anchors have said ascending, and now I'm Judy Garland. He's implying that alcoholism has taken over because they said ascending a lot.
Oh, Patton rules. We got to get him in here. He canceled. He was supposed to come in here, and then his plans changed. All right, go back to the clip.
The questions that are being asked shouldn't be trying to get people to tear into each other. It should be, what are your substantive solutions?
You made the same point twice, Ted. He made the same point twice.
Yeah.
You had it, you got the huge applause break, and then you're like, oh, I know it would work. Let's circle back and repeat this.
Yeah, exactly.
You dope. And then you wasted your 30 seconds.
The one in the middle, she's all right.
She's lovely.
What's her name?
I don't know. But she is lovely.
She's very lovely to look at. It doesn't matter now. Go back to the clip.
But they share that they're really in touch with the American people. That's a great time to have this second debate.
Yeah.
Game 2 of the World Series.
Oh, God, stupid. Who the numbers have to be down on
in
this
New
thing.
York and KC, I bet.
Huh?
I asked you about the debt limit, and I got no answer.
Okay, all right, you want me to answer that question? I'm happy to answer the question. I'm happy to answer the question, but let me tell you how the question is. Let me tell you how that. Let me tell you how that.
Senator Paul, I've got a question for you.
So
on
you
the
don't
same
actually
subject.
want to hear the answer, John?
Senator Paul.
No,
don't
you
wanna
talk.
hear the
No,
answer, you
Ted,
don't-
I got to side with the moderators. You fucking babbled the same thing twice. You made a great point and then babbled again.
And you wasted your time making that great point.
You
about
chose
the
to make a
questions
different
being
point,
asked.
yeah.
Exactly. They're trying to give every candidate the equal time as best as they can.
I want to answer the insult.
You used your time on something else. Senator Paul.
So you're not interested in an answer,
John,
To
I'm
a
interested in
deal.
an answer from Senator Paul.
Product. To be fair, you were on the homepage of their website with the logo over your shoulder.
If somebody put me on their homepage, they did it without my permission.
Does that not speak to your vetting process or judgment in any way?
You know, it speaks to the fact that I don't know that it's going on. See, they know.
We will take a break. We'll be back from Boulder in just
in Silicon Valley.
So you're in favor
I
of
have not
increasing
been
that?
at all critical of him.
Where did I read this and come up with this that you were...
Probably, I don't know, you people write this stuff. I don't know where
She was very uncomfortable because she realized she had, misinformation. She's like, well, where did they come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, I fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't really have much interest in this last night. I was like,
Yeah, keep going. This is a good clip, though.
Yeah.
If I could say just one.
I want to get to Governor Kasich.
What are the rules on who gets to follow up? How do we decide who gets to follow up? I've seen 20 other people follow up.
It was at the moderator discretion.
Okay, so
Governor Kasich, let's talk about marijuana.
You see someone with the moral authority to unite the country?
As few questions I've got, the last one I need is to give him some more time. I love Donald Trump. He is a good man. I'm wearing a Trump tie tonight. Get over that one, okay?
Oh, God.
I like Mike Huckabee, too, but Mike...
You like Mike Huckabee?
He's a nice guy. I met him once. He was nice to me. So now I like him.
Now you like him. That's how it works.
That's always how it is. They're nice. That's why they go out and shake hands.
Of course.
It does work. Every kissed baby is 200 votes or whatever it is. I get it.
Right. As soon as you shake someone's hand, it's hard for that person not to, vote for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think you could even change parties at that point.
They can get you to change parties if they're nice.
That's why they're out there shaking as many hands as possible.
Yeah, rolling up their sleeves. Hey, how are you? The working man.
I'm just working out here.
Yeah, me and you both.
Right. Didn't have time to change into a comfy shirt, so I'll just roll up my sleeves here.
You're not doing anything. Jimmy Carter's working.
Right.
Jimmy Carter's an old... Well, now he's not. He's getting his fucking brain work done. But in general...
He's an old man.
Yeah, old man getting brain cancer, not good.
No, not at all. Why are we going here now? Another Patton Oswalt tweet. CNBC, maybe don't put my tweets in the lower crawl because I'm but totally shitting on you. Very good. All right, back to the montage of them going after the moderators.
Is that made in Mexico?
I don't know.
Is it made in China or Mexico?
I have no idea.
That is by the way, such a nasty question. But thank you, Governor.
You're welcome.
Wait a second. We have $19 trillion in debt. We have people out of work. We have ISIS and Al Qaeda attacking us, and we're talking about fantasy football. Can we stop?
How about this?
That's a good point. I mean,
they did bring up a fantasy football question because, they want to know if like FanDuel and DraftKings, if that's like, gambling. And what would you do with, huh? We have the question. Oh, you do have the question? Do you have the Jeb Bush part? Because he announces how he's doing very well with his fantasy football team, that he's 7-0. Just trying to show a little personality.
Just trying to be a regular guy. But every time he moves his shoulders, he's just like his brother.
Right. Go back to the montage first, and then we'll do the fantasy football question. Then we'll get the fuck out of this subject. Go ahead.
How about we get the government to do what they're supposed to be doing? Secure our borders, protect our people, and support American values and American families. Enough on fantasy football. Let people play. Who cares?
Sharon, I want
To win, we don't win anymore. We lose on trade. We lose with ISIS. We lose with one of the worst deals I've ever seen negotiated of any kind. That's our recent catastrophe with Iran. We don't win. Let me give you one quick example. These folks, CNBC, they had it down at 3.5 hours. I just read today in the New York Times, $250,000 for a 30-second ad. I went out and said, it's ridiculous. I could stand up here all night. Nobody wants to watch 3.5 or 3 hours. It was a big sacrifice, and I have to hand it to Ben. We called Ben. He was with me 100%. We called in. We said, that's it. We're not doing it. They lost a lot of money. Everybody said it couldn't be done. Everybody said it was going to be 3 hours, 3.5, including them. And in about 2 minutes, I renegotiated it down to 2 hours so we can get the hell out of here. Not bad. Not bad. And I'll do that with the...
the problem is, it's like he keeps talking about winning and losing and the deal with Iran. It's like, you gotta get more specific.
I was about to say, I think I'm worried that Trump has peaked. He's kind of saying the same stuff. Yeah, and these guys are kind of way more informed about the issues. I'm worried about the Trumpster. I hear he did pretty well on as far as this debate goes.
Okay.
He did all right, but he's got to start saying different things, right?
Yeah.
It was fun, but now what? You got to move on.
Yep.
And you got to challenge these guys on some of the things they're saying.
Right.
Finish up the clip. It only has like 20 seconds.
We will make
America great again.
Great again, and thank you, everybody. Just for the record, the debate was always going to be 2 hours. Senator Rubio, that's not right. That is absolutely not right. You know that. That is not right.
It keeps crapping out. Whatever. Okay. That was pretty much the highlights. Although the fantasy football question that they asked, this was weird, and then we can move on.
Jeb's trying so hard to have a personality.
Oh, wait till you see him. Wait till you see him having a little personality here about his fantasy football team.
No.
It's uncomfortable. All right. Oh,
I hate web music.
You don't like web music?
No, like that. Like you do. Stop it.
It's just keeping it fun for everybody.
No, but it's not fun.
It's not fun for you.
No.
Now we got to wait through this commercial. What is this? Oh, the Samsung. Nice.
Oh, they're showing.
I got lazy with my phones. I got to upgrade. Now I got to get my S6. Still haven't gotten it.
I like an i6 Plus. I put it in my back pocket, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Get it?
Yes, I
Governor Bush, daily fantasy sports
here we go.
has become a phenomenon in this country. We'll award billions of dollars in prize money this year. But to play, you have to assess your odds, put money at risk, wait for an outcome that's out of your control. Isn't that the definition of gambling, and should the federal government treat it as such?
Well, first of all, I'm 7-0 in my fantasy football league.
I had a feeling you were going to brag about it.
Gronkowski is still going strong.
Huh?
He's just like me. I'd vote for that guy. He's a regular guy.
God, you kind of see it. You see yourself rooting for him. You just want him to
I told him to go home.
Rumors are he might be close to calling it quits. He's getting no traction. None.
No, but I didn't think that was that terrible a question about gambling and about should it be allowed. It's a legit question. How many times can you ask about the budget and the fuck? What are you supposed to ask these guys?
Right. Is there more to this, or is that it? I didn't see it. All right, just push play.
Gronkowski is still going strong. I have Ryan Tannehill, Marco, as my quarterback. He was 18 for 19 last week.
All right, we get it. You're a regular guy who watches football. We got it. You don't have to enlist players. Roger Staubach was number 12. He used to play for the Dallas Cowboys. We know. You're just like us.
You're just like everyone else, picking their lineup during the week and getting excited about Sunday.
You have the same woes we do. Right. And then you call your ex-president brother and ex-president father and you talk about it. Shut up. Fucking idiots. Give up. Hate when they try to be regular people. You're not regular people.
You got to find the Christie clip pointing out the hard worker somewhere.
Oh, I can't stand it.
I'm so done with that.
You know, somewhere there's a hard worker and he's trying to sleep on the quiet car and some fat cunt is babbling into his phone.
Hey, I got Stuntbrain on the line. One of our guys used to work for us a long time ago, and he's all in with these debates and the politics. He works for the Blaze. What's up, Stuntbrain?
Yeah, well, you guys are doing a great job. I don't know why you need me this morning. It's you've nailed it, basically.
What part did we nail?
Well, everything from the dumb questions. John Harwood, he was the one moderator who was asking the dumb ones, and Becky Quick, she's the woman in the middle.
She's hot, man. There's something about her. She's really sexy.
She looks like a blonde Erin Burnett who came from
Oh, my God, you're right.
Yeah, same face.
I thought she looked familiar. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely.
I look at Erin Burnett every night because I don't know. Very recently, she decided to start showing a little more cleavage. She's sexing it up a little bit over there.
Well, now you got Becky Quick back on.
I like the Becky Quick. I'm going to Google image the hell out of her later, if you know what I mean.
I do.
She's sexy, but no, I mean. I'm not a big politics guy, so I do like when they talk about fantasy football and this other dumb shit.
And it was weird because the same day, earlier in the day, Rubio released an ad, which it was supposed to make it look like he was doing debate prep. He was asking somebody on the phone about Cruz and Bush and Carson, and it was all about his fantasy football picks for the week. So it's kind of bizarre that happened tonight.
Wow.
But the big star of the night was people getting mad at the media.
Well, yeah, they were booing him a lot. They didn't seem prepared, or I don't know. They seemed off, right?
Well, CNBC doesn't do what the other, CNN and Fox do in terms of quizzing these people. It's a business network, so
Sure.
they don't have the same personalities.
Sure.
I think they got caught a couple times with facts that weren't right. Like you mentioned Ben Carson saying, hey, wait a minute, that's just wrong. When Carl Quintanilla asked him about his picture on some sort of medical website, some health product. And they also called out Rubio on his finances. Becky Quick did it, and he goes, no, that's just wrong. Those have been debunked, although a couple of them are very true about how he spent his money and cashed out a 401k.
Yeah.
Question about Rubio, Mike. What is that thing on his bottom teeth? It drives me crazy when he talks.
I got to see a close-up of his bottom teeth.
I don't know. I think I saw that. I was watching. I'm like, what's wrong with his fucking mouth?
I never noticed it before. I think he just has a lot of upper teeth going on.
I think you're right. And Jimmy, between that and Ted Cruz's head, I don't know if you're going to be able to get past it, but those two guys had among the best performances last night and just probably bumped themselves way up.
I'm sure they were both great, and they're both good speakers and smart guys, but I can't stand either one.
If you want to talk about body parts, Rand Paul's teeth look like they're on their last leg.
And he's a doctor.
His teeth look like they don't have much time left in his mouth.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. He's got all sorts of things going on. He's got little tiny bottom teeth.
Oh, I kind of like that, a guy with meth mouth. That's who I want to guy who I want to run the country. A guy with a great father and meth mouth.
He had a tough night. He did not have a breakout moment. He and Jeb and Kasich all had the big L column on them. They were the losers last night.
I felt like Donald Trump was kind of quiet, but then I saw the rundown of how long everyone talked, and he was right up there. He got about 9 to 10 minutes of time. But didn't he seem quiet?
Yeah, he did. And a lot of times when he spoke, he keeps bringing up some of the things he's brought up before, like the Nabisco moving the plant to Mexico and mentioning the Oreos again. So he didn't bring anything really new to the table. But when you're that high up, all you have to do is not get knocked out. You know, just like Hillary did at the hearing last week. As long as they don't knock you out, you're still maintaining your status.
Do you feel like Trump has peaked?
It feels that way. And I talked to a big political guy who's analyzed all this stuff for 30 years, and he predicted to me Trump will be out by Thanksgiving.
Wow.
I think it would take something massive to force that, but I think you're likely to see Jeb leave sooner.
You really think it's almost over for Jeb?
I think you're going to see 3 or 4 of these guys drop out. And I'm not even talking about the early debate. I don't even know why they hold those. But you're looking at Jeb doesn't have, his donors are running away from him, reportedly.
Really?
So Jeb's in trouble in money. Kasich, I don't know if he gets any traction, and Rand did not have a breakout night, and it's going to be tough for him to keep going.
So who's your guy?
I can't name anybody. I like Ted Cruz from what he knows. And look, he won 9 straight or championships in debate. He beat the Supreme Court 9 times, and he was the debate champion at Princeton. They named a debate award after the guy. So I think he's the smartest guy in there. Trump's done great things for the race, but I haven't found anyone perfect yet.
Yeah, it's a very strange year for all this.
Did you hear Ted Cruz? He may be a good debater, but did you hear his awful answer when they asked about what would your Secret Service code name be in that first debate? Yeah. And he gave that awful answer, and he goes, "My wife's name would be Angel because she's an angel." Oh, fucking boo!
That was a horrible answer.
Oh, what a groveling fucking weasel!
I think he would say that too, though. He would admit that now, in hindsight.
Wow, it was terrible.
No, I don't think he would admit it. I think he thought it was an amazing answer. I want a president with personality. I've always liked a president with a little personality.
Yeah, exactly. What would you? I'd be superstar, and you know who would be the old ball and chain. Right. That is the guy I'd vote for.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done. Well done.
It is strange, though, man. No one is going to knock Hillary out. So Hillary's the nomination over there, and then who is it going to be for the Republicans?
Well, it's going to be a battle. There's a conventional wisdom that says you've got these 3, Trump, Rubio, and Cruz will battle it out till the end. And, if that happens, That's going to be very interesting because you've got all of them are basically outsiders. Rubio's the closest you can get to being an insider. But Cruz is not liked by the mainstream part of the party. He's just, he's super nerdy. He memorized the Constitution, for God's sakes. He can recite it without.
That's good. That doesn't really help, but that's great. I mean, why would you need to? You're never going to be in a position where it's like, make a constitutional decision now, but I don't remember it. Well, make a decision anyway, ill-informed or not. You could always have a couple minutes to brush up.
To glance at it.
Or ask somebody. Ask your lawyer friend.
Yeah, the people around you that are paid to do all that stuff for you, the research.
Jeb Bush fucking slapping Donald Trump 5 when they got, was just the fucking biggest douche moment in politics ever. Yuck.
Yeah, I wish they kept a camera on them, picture-in-picture during the commercials, because I'd like to see what the heck goes on.
Oh, no kidding.
Jeb probably tries to be nice to him just so Trump doesn't embarrass him.
Right.
He probably tries to smile at him and be fun and jovial just so Trump doesn't hammer his fucking boringness.
Yeah, he can't hang with Trump as far as that stuff goes.
If you noticed, the first question, when they asked Kasich the question, and instead of answering it, he went right after Trump and Carson, and then Trump destroyed him. Nobody else went after Trump after that.
Yeah, you're not going to win going after Trump.
Yeah, because he is a hell of a counterpuncher.
Right. I know you're a Republican, but do you really think anyone has a shot at beating Hillary at this point?
I think the biggest trouble Hillary faces is herself.
Sure.
And that is just because of the numbers the Democrats have. They have like a 53 electoral vote head start because of states like California and New York. And so that's the biggest thing to overcome. If Hillary makes it all the way, she's going to be a real tough candidate. You saw in those hearings and you saw in the first debate. She's a master politician. So,
but what do you mean by makes it all the way? I mean, how does she not go all the way? I mean, the party has no one else.
Well, there's speculation on her health.
What?
That's still out there. 2 years ago, she had that concussion.
Right.
And she would be the second oldest president ever elected.
Right.
So there's always that question.
How old is she?
She
68.
turned 68 2 days ago.
Yeah, it was her birthday earlier this week.
Yeah.
Well, that's who I want representing me, kind of. My 68-year-old lady.
Well,
why?
But they have no one else, though. They didn't think this out properly.
JFK, young guy. What was he, 35, 42, 35, one of those two?
Somewhere around there.
In his 40s, yeah.
Very early 40s.
Yeah, JFK, a young guy, vital. If you look at the parties, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago, they were saying, the Republicans are the old white party.
Yeah.
Well, you got 2 Cubans, a black guy, a woman, and a couple of old white guys. But on the other side, you have 2 old white people, really, at the top, and Martin O'Malley.
Martin O'Malley doesn't have a shot.
No, he doesn't, but he may be running for vice president.
Right. And then if Hillary has actual mounting health issues, there you go. Wow, look at the Stuntbrain.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton faces mounting health issues, and she's secretly worried that she's too sick to run for president. What the fuck's going on with this election?
Well, you have a 68-year-old woman and what is Bernie, 72, 74 years old? And
he's too radical, obviously, to be, voted in. We all know that.
A series of strokes?
I know. The 67-year-old Democratic frontrunner has been frequently plagued by blinding headaches and a series of strokes over the course of the campaign, which have left her second-guessing her chances of winning in 2016, says the upcoming book, Unlikable, The Problem with Hillary. When did this article come out? Today?
No, it had to be
September,
earlier.
about a month ago. Okay, I didn't read this. Wow.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stories and questions about her health, and it started a couple of years ago when she disappeared for a month after that concussion. And so, we need to know. And she says there's no health issues.
She's probably having work done, so she looks a little younger. Looks like she's had a little bit of work done.
Yeah, I think she's gotten a little tightening up.
A little work done.
A little turning of the screws.
But it's going to be fun. This is my World Series, this next year of political partying.
I understand, but it is really strange because the Democratic Party has no one else. They just don't. And I know that's pissing off Bernie Sanders fans, but I know he does well at those rallies and all, but his views are a bit too radical to get the job in the end.
It's going to be tough for him to win the flyover states and some of those swing states like Ohio will be tough for a guy who says he's a democratic socialist. That word is
scary to people up there.
Yeah, it's kryptonite, and that'll make anybody who's kind of an average Joe type go, hold on a second here.
I got a really stupid question. I'll say it. There's no way anyone else could enter the race on the Democratic side.
Well, sure.
But time's running out, though, and is there any inklings of that happening?
Well, Biden shut the door, and I was kind of hoping he'd get in because that would have been a great added dimension.
So what was that? What was that about? If the Hillary health issues are a real thing, why wouldn't Biden go, oh, my God, I got to kind of save the party here, and I got to get in this thing?
But there are all kinds of questions, and losing the son. I live in Delaware these days, and losing the son was a real big deal.
Sure.
And he really hasn't gotten over it, and it's still very fresh.
Sure.
So I respect him for that, for at least coming out and saying, hey, I don't have the strength to do it. And that's also kind of saying I'm old too.
Mm-hmm.
It leads you to believe that. But there's a new interview coming out this weekend, and you're going to love this. But your old buddy Jesse Ventura has actually said on record, and I've seen the video, he could come in and steal this election.
Okay. No, he can't. You know that's not possible.
I know it's not, but he's delusional enough to think he can. He says, just like I stole the election in Minnesota, I can come in the spring and be the Libertarian candidate and sweep this thing.
No. I mean, I love a guy that could think that way and believes in himself, but that's not happening.
No, it's not, but it's fun to watch.
Of course it's fun.
No, it'd be really tough for an outsider at this point to get in. Biden would be the only person who could probably do it. Let's say something happened with Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
If she isn't healthy enough, Biden could easily come in and go, hey, wait a second.
I got to do this.
Yeah, and it could happen, and I think he'd get great emotional support for being the guy on the white horse riding in to save the party.
Why do you live in Delaware? That's the important question.
It's nice down there.
There's probably a tax issue, right?
It's chill.
That's part of it, and my wife's family is here, and we're taking care of them on their final laps.
Oh, no. Did he just hear you say that? I hope they're not in the room with you. He's looking at them both on the sofa.
Right.
You told us we were doing well. Yeah, exactly. They're both under one Afghan. Their feet are sticking out. Hey, they're here on their final laps.
Their final laps?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that time.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. And you get a little more land down there, and a little more peace and quiet.
Well, I look forward to when you get the house to yourself down there, if you know what I mean.
You got plans for those extra rooms?
Plenty of room if you want to go. At least we should have soon. Come on down.
Stuntbrain's going to have a man cave soon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, this is definitely... Anything else there, Stuntbrain, to wrap this up?
Yeah, if you want to hear more of this tonight, I'll be joining Megyn Kelly on the Fox Network.
Good old Megyn Kelly. She's fun to watch. I watch her.
That'll be fun. So you never know what'll happen.
I used to watch a little O'Reilly, but I watch more Megyn Kelly than O'Reilly these days. But I try to flip around.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, and for obvious reasons. And, of course, please, go to theblaze.com and click on everything.
I look at Aaron Burnett's cleavage. I look at Chris Matthews because he interrupts everyone. It's hilarious. You got to find that video. That made the rounds a couple days ago. And then I check out a little Megyn Kelly. That's what I do.
That's a good blend right there.
All right, Stuntbrain.
And now you've got Becky Quick over on CNBC.
I've seen her before, but last night, man, I was like, wow, this broad is fucking sexy.
So they're all sexy on TV. They're just smart.
Yeah, but this one I like.
Fox always has the hottest women by far.
Yeah,
you look at Red Eye, there's always one really hot girl, that girl Joanne that's on every night. There's nothing but hot girls on Fox.
But they overdo it with the makeup, though. I like a little more of a natural look, like this Becky.
I want a woman to be made up like a Halloween whore.
Do you really?
Yes.
You like that look?
I love it. Big, juicy red lips.
I never liked a lot of makeup. It was never my thing. Because then they take their makeup off, and you're like, who the fuck are you? You're a completely different person.
Yeah, I guess it probably shows up better on HD now, but...
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a lovely one.
But Navarro's dating someone from Fox, I guess.
Andrea
Tantaros. She's all right. And Navarro's dating her. Wow, look at that. All right, Stuntbrain, where do we find you on the old Twitter?
At Stuntbrain.
At Stuntbrain.
Please join the party.
Certainly miss you, sir.
And right back at you, but I feel like I have you in my ears every day.
You're listening still. Nice.
Always.
Oh, come on, guys. I'm getting choked up.
Nice.
God bless.
See you later.
All right, buddy. Jimmy doesn't like real moments.
No, I love real moments. Just not. That was an awful real moment.
I
miss you. You too, buddy. Get home
having
safe.
a real moment.
That's lovely. Text it to each other. I do like Mike, but I like that real moment shit.
Why?
I like real moments. I've had plenty of them.
Why? It gets you angry, though.
No, it doesn't. Very comfortable.
It's just a way of saying goodbye to an old friend.
I know. Just wave at him. See you, Mike.
All right.
Adios.
There's the old stunt brain.
Got you in my ear, buddy. All right. 10-4.
This is the Rubio clip he was talking about. Yes, this is worth playing, actually, because Rubio was having a little fun with the debate. Can you push play on this there, young Paul?
Yay. Hey, it's Marco. Hey, what's the latest on Cruz? I know, but is he in or is he out? Because I keep seeing reports here about both. Okay, well, see what you can find out, please. And what about Bush?
He's talking to a laptop.
He's been kind of quiet this year, but you never know with this guy.
On a cell phone.
Yeah, you think we should look at who? Carson? Look, I know he started the year as a sleeper, but he's really thrown the ball around lately pretty good.
His acting's horrendous.
All right, that's fine. Victor Cruz, Reggie Bush, and Carson Palmer. Let's keep an eye on all those guys and let me know, okay? Yeah, I know I have a debate, but I got to get this fantasy football thing right. Okay, bye.
Join the conversation. CNBC GOP debate was the hashtag on that commercial.
Oof. Oh, boy.
He's got to stop.
That made me uncomfortable. I wish one of their last names was Pierre. He could have thrown that one in. Yeah, he was doing good till he blew his thumb off.
Right.
Wait a minute. That doesn't fit politics.
Might as well have a little fun with it. Jeez.
Oh, no. Or one of them was Roethlisberger. Yeah, he was doing really great until those allegations of assault in the bathroom. Oh, he means the football guy. Oh, no.
Yuck. That was terrible. Well, he's good with a joke, though, when, he talked about his water that day.
Oh, he's the worst. And there's something with his teeth. I'm telling you, he's got something with his lower teeth.
He just got upper teeth.
I think he's wearing a mouth guard. It looked like they were too straight. Yeah, they looked too fucking straight. When people get something done with their teeth, it looks like they're wearing a piece of plastic, and it's fucking horrible looking.
I think just when he smiles, his upper lip goes up, and you never get to see the bottom teeth.
When you watch him talk, I noticed it. It drove me fucking crazy. It's like, yuck.
Yeah,
it looks like it smells.
Probably has a little retainer or something there. He's going to be the president, and he wants his teeth to look all nice, so he's preparing himself.
Yeah, take it out during the debate, though. Like, leave it, wear it all day, but when you got to go on fucking national television, take it out.
Yeah, all right. Hey, did Brewer make his Mets video? These things, and there's a big article in the paper about Brewer today.
It's a short video. It's just all you see is Jim smiling and then a gunshot. He says 2-0.
This one has 154,000 views already. He made it, late last night. Brewer's onto something with these videos. Let's hear the Mets video from last night.
All right, I'm not even gonna wait till the game's over. This team, they degrominated the degrominator. They
sure did.
They went like this. Matt Harvey, DeGrom. These Royals are savages. And you know what? If the Mets win this game, I'm going streaking in my neighborhood with my mother. Who is her birthday? I mean, they got outpitched by Cueto. He's given up 2 hits, both by Duda. So Duda has 2 hits and the rest of the team has... Royals, congrats. We're gonna regroup. We're gonna pretend this never happened. Watch with it. Like, oh, it's erased. What just happened? I don't know. Something about. All I know is that we're coming home to New York. Let's hope that the DH screws up their whole game and we take all 3 because we really have no choice. Met fans, we always have hope, but. We're going to need a little more than hope. Syndergaard, it's up to you, baby. Friday, me and Mike Piazza, we're going to be on the Delta Amazing Mets boat. Congrats, Royals. You guys are savages. You're savages. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it was a tough one last night. He's going to be on a boat with Mike Piazza going to the game with 80 lucky Mets fans. I saw it in the paper today. So, taking a little ferry
that fucking,
across the river.
That Royals, I don't know what the pitcher's name, who he just said, pitches like Louis Tiant. He has that weird, like...
From last night?
Yeah.
Johnny Cueto.
Johnny Cueto, he has that weird stop.
The sidearm delivery a little bit.
He's got a lot of different deliveries, like to mess up hitters' timings.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes he'll quick pitch, sometimes he'll stutter. Yeah, he's really good.
He did that one, he does that wind. It's not a sidearm thing. It's like he winds up and then stops. And it's really a fucking... Louis Tiant did that it was always fun to watch. It's like wind up, stop, go. It's a really weird hesitation in the middle of the wind up.
Yeah, Louis Tiant had a very strange delivery.
Yeah, so is this guy. Another chubby guy.
Certainly worked for him.
Little fat guys like to take a break in the middle of the pitch.
Mets only
Just take a second.
Mets only had 2 hits. Ouch.
Yeah, they stunk.
All right, we should take a little break. We got Mark Norman coming in today. We have Kaitlyn's coming back.
Well, yeah, she didn't make it yesterday.
Yeah, but I want to know what the story is, because she really wanted to be in here yesterday to meet Anthony Bourdain. Kaitlyn Farrington is the one that won the gold medal that we became friends with in snowboarding, and then she's got a fucked up spine, and now she can't she can't leave the ground anymore.
I'm guessing she was like a little hungover.
Yeah, and then she had to retire, and she's only like 22 years old, and she already has to retire from her sport. I think she was really hoping to get another Olympics in.
Yeah.
But her spine basically could kill her if she fucking falls wrong.
It's like, what do you do when you retire when you're that young and you don't have like baseball or football money saved up? What the fuck? Sponsorships?
We'll ask her. I don't know. I'm sure she still has sponsorships, sure. But it sucks because she was very excited to continue her career. And that is just not happening. So I think she'll be in here next with us. Here's Mark Norman walking down the hall. What do you got going on there, Jimmy?
Nothing. Just I have a bunch of tickets going on sale, but that's not for 2 weeks. So we'll stick with what I have on sale. Why did I mention that? I don't know. Next weekend is the Comedy Zone, North Carolina. I got Erie, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Scottsdale, Louisville coming up. And Vegas has been announced, but it doesn't go on sale until the tour does.
Nice. We'll be back with Mark Norman, a very funny man. Stay there.
Oh, yes. Heartbreaking news.
Black Sabbath announces they will not record a new studio album.
Yeah.
What's that about? That means they're done?
No, they're going to do a longer tour. They just added to the tour. And I don't know if it's Tony's lymphoma or the fact that it's just a better way to make money.
Yeah.
The album takes a year, and then you got a fucking tour to promote it. And they might feel like, Tony might not want to do that.
And they might as well stay on tour and make some more of that money.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a Naomi issue. I'm guessing that the treatments are very grueling. I think he has to do them for the rest of his life. So he's probably just, he's got to be fucking late 60s. So
jeez, amazing.
Yeah, so I'm bummed about it, but I'm glad their last album is great too. I don't want to see them rush together and throw a shitty album out.
Of course,
right.
Like I loved 13, so I'm fine with that. I never thought I'd get on the Sabbath album. I never. When I was in high school and all through, I never thought that was what would happen. So the fact I can go see them at least twice more, February in Brooklyn and then August in fucking Jones Beach, that's fine.
You already got your setup?
Yeah, but I got to email and try to get my tickets.
No, you don't need tickets.
I do.
You just call Sharon.
Yeah, but
you got a connection there, a big time connection. She's not gonna allow you to get tickets.
No, but I want a badge to walk around, but I also want a ticket for the show so I can watch.
Yeah, sure. Well, they'll have seats for you.
I want to cheer.
They're gonna have nice seats for you. You don't have to do anything. Just call Sharon.
I hope I can cheer.
What's up, Mark?
Hey, good to be here.
Good to have you, Mark. Doing Tuesdays with Stories on this channel.
Oh, yeah, it's gone great. Gangbusters.
Getting a lot of great feedback off it, too.
Yeah, some good tweets. Your fans are very nice.
What?
I'm joking.
What?
Some of them, the nice ones are nice.
Yeah, we got some nice ones. You gotta kind of, find them.
Yeah. I think we're getting some lady listeners, too, which is fun. I didn't know you had those.
We don't. They're not ours.
Oh, okay.
We have a few ladies, but yeah, you kind of gotta dig through the shit to find the good tweets.
Yeah.
They're in there, though.
They're in there. And
they're in there if you dig, long enough.
Right. And we've been getting a couple of messages, and I had a hot date off the show.
You're picking up girls?
Yeah.
Off the phones?
No, just off
old school radio stuff, or
we have a Facebook page for Tuesdays, and we got a couple messages, and I took a few ladies out on the town.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You get anything?
No, but things are wheels are in motion.
Wheels are in motion.
Yeah.
So this show on this channel might get you laid.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Might get a little action.
People just like that serious name, you know?
Tuesday Stories on Facebook, especially if you're a young lady.
Yeah. And plus, you know, if things go well, we'll talk about you on the show.
I don't know if they want to be talked about on the show.
Yeah, that's never a selling point.
Just joking.
If you suck my dick in the car, I'll be sure to mention you where your family and your boyfriend can hear.
Yeah, exactly. We're having a good time.
Great news for Jim Norton especially. Women are getting labiaplasty to look good in their yoga pants.
Makes me sick. That makes me sick.
You like a puffy labia?
I like a disaster. Yeah, I hate labiaplasty.
Oh, actually, this is
terrible
bad news.
story.
I forgot. Yeah, this is bad news for Jimmy.
Terrible.
Jimmy likes very sloppy, all over the place pussy.
Right.
Oh my God! Of course I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're cleaning it up all nice.
Mm-hmm.
So they look good in the yoga pants, but I think they look good in the yoga pants before they get everything, trimmed up down there.
Right. How about you just wear a pad in your panties, or you get 2 pairs of panties instead of having an operation on your twat?
Right.
How about you stop with that shit? Why isn't feminism knocking this? You know, fuck equal pay.
Oh,
70 cents on the dollar. Good enough, hun.
Yeah.
Keep that vag puffy.
Labia shaming.
How does the doctor not get hard when he's doing these surgeries?
When you're cutting a vagina, it's probably very, very
but you're looking
unsexy.
at it before you get into it, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'd be more of shedding a tear than
you like a little messy down there too.
Yeah, oh yeah. I want a real flapper. Yeah,
you want it all flapping and whatnot.
I mean, I like both. I like whatever she's got. You know.
I hear you.
Although I've seen some rough ones. The weird ones are when there's like a lot of colors going on.
Yeah,
that I'm not crazy about.
Well, I mean those. When I love clams on the half shell, you learn those are just as tasty.
Right. Yeah,
they look a little scary at first sight, but they're just as good.
Oh sure.
I don't like a nice trim one's okay. I'll take that. But I prefer one that's obviously just a bit beat up, puffy, and I've seen a few that were like life changing.
Really?
Yeah, like where they literally took my breath away. Like where it's a weird feeling. It was like, you know that feeling you get when you're like standing somewhere and you get a head rush and you're like, I feel like I'm going to tip over. Like that rush of lust.
What was going on that you got that feeling?
Big vaginas. Just a certain thing that just gets me. I have a photo of one I'll bring in. I'll show you.
Please.
Was it the big clit thing?
Yeah, it can be. Or it can just be the lips. But there's some I've seen. One girl sent me a photo. And she was on her hands and knees, and the way it was puffing out from I was like, oh my fucking God.
Hands and knees is big.
That's a good shot, right?
Yeah.
It's never a bad shot.
My thing is when you're behind a girl and that tiny waist and then the big butt, like when it goes in then back out. Yeah. Oh, that's my woozy.
That gets you going.
Oh my God.
Well, so nice.
Well, these gals are, they're having the surgery.
Wow, these ladies, you got to give it to them because they really try to like do what's best. You know, like they'll do the butt implants. Like, oh, butts are in. We'll get the implants. They go for it.
Well, the yoga pants. I'm so happy that's happening. And,
that's a good one.
And most of the women wearing yoga pants aren't even going to a yoga class.
That's true. They're just pants now.
They have given up on jeans. They're like, fuck the jeans. It's all about the yoga pants.
They even have jeggings, which are basically yoga pants to look like jeans.
Oh, right. A little stretchy. And,
but it's all the same.
This lady, she joked to her doctor, make me look like Barbie, the striking model who asked for her last name not to be used for professional reasons, underwent the surgery in September.
Oh, yuck!
Because she was self-conscious about the size of the labia minora.
This is why...
the inner lips, for the people that don't know, of her vagina.
This is terrible. First of all, this is a really anti-feminist thing. Your pussy is great as it is. Leave it big and puffy, and so what if it bulges through your fucking yoga pants? That's hot.
Yeah.
And any guy that doesn't like that, just don't sleep with him. Any guy that doesn't like that, fuck off.
Right.
I think it's more about the ladies going to pick up their kids at school and they got their giant, pussies sticking through their yoga pants.
Maybe. You might be
right. I think
right.
this is what it's about.
Possibly.
Right. You got a lot of young mothers out there and they want to wear the yoga pants and,
So they're not wearing panties is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the lips just eat those panties right up.
I love that too. When the panties are inconsequential, when the lips laugh at the panties.
Yes, they eat those panties for breakfast.
Well, let's read a little more here. She's among a growing number of women signing up for labiaplasty to reduce the size and enhance the appearance of their private parts.
It doesn't enhance the appearance,
especially when they're wearing tight-fitting clothes such as workout gear.
Lulu labia.
On New York's Upper East Side, Swift reports that a large number of his clients are motivated by wanting to look sleeker in so-called athleisure wear.
Ugh, they want to look like fucking dolls.
Fabrics, which often compress the area.
It's so hot.
I know. You ever go to the website, see my camel toe?
No, because a lot of those I don't think are real. Some of them might be, but a lot of them are enhanced by computer. Some are real.
Good point.
Like you'll see a picture of Taylor Swift and she's wearing snow pants and her pussy's bulging, and it's like, it's fake.
Well, these are
snow pants, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think these are real. Oh, my Lord. Thank you, Mark Norman.
Oh, I'm a big fan of the cam.
Thank you, Mark Norman, for seemycameltoe.net.
Yeah, they couldn't get the com.
Yeah, this isn't, there's a lot where they're not wearing the old panties.
Yeah, that's new.
Or yoga pants. Yeah. Wow, I think these are real camel toes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a moose knuckle if I've ever seen one.
You don't like that? Fourth one over, all nice and clean and...
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
I like that.
It's nice, but it's boring. It's a boring pussy. It's not ugly. It's little plump lips, but where's the clit? Where is it?
Well, you gotta go find it.
It looks like the crook of my elbow from the inside.
You gotta take, you just gotta...
Yeah, I'll open it up a little bit. I prefer to see it just fucking sloppy and falling out.
Why don't we find one that Jimmy likes? Let's see. How about that one where it looks like a piece of poo is falling out?
That's okay. It's a little plump on the lips too. It's like,
I don't like when it looks like some poo might be coming out. That's a little too much. That's a little too much of a hang, right?
Yeah. A lot of these look fake.
You think so?
Yeah, like some of those in the pants, just annoying.
I mean,
wow.
All right. I don't think there's any on this site that
Bianca
Jimmy
Stone
likes.
has a vagina that I like. She used to do porn. She's a hairy girl, but she's
Pull her up.
We've talked about her before.
We have talked about... I don't know if... I want to see if Mark Norman likes Bianca Stone.
She's a hairy thing, but Bianca
Her
Stone...
thing is hair, all about being hairy.
Yeah, she's,
All right. This is Bianca.
Yeah. But her pussy is great. Look at that. Look at the vagina. That's a great vagina.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, the hair
That's
is
jerky.
The hair is
the hair throws you off, though.
It's a big fetish thing. I think she shaves it, too, depending on the shoot she's doing. That's a little too much.
Yeah, the armpit hair is rough.
I don't like leg hair. The armpit hair I can handle. I don't like fucking... but whatever. I mean, that's the type of pussy I like.
Mark Norman, you're a young guy.
Yeah.
You never had to live through that, right?
No. I mean, I've had a couple... run-ins.
Us older guys, we had to live through that.
Wow.
It was brutal.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was fucking brutal.
Especially if it gets up on the thigh.
All that, man.
Yeah.
They weren't cleaning up at all when I was coming up in the big leagues.
Yeah, right.
And then then they finally said, yeah, let's try to neaten this up a little bit. That was a very happy day for a lot of us.
What do you think changed it? Was it porn?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Probably
absolutely.
Porn. I think it was porn, because when you first started seeing it, it was really strange. You felt like all of a sudden you were with a porn girl. I think you're right. And then it became the thing.
Yeah.
Then it finally became the thing.
The 80s, man, sleek. That's what it was, the 80s. Everything got sleek.
Yeah, Wall Street.
Man, I think it might have been even in the early 90s that it was really starting to happen. I don't know, whatever.
Maybe they were trimming it up in porn in the 80s, but you could see a lot more of the pussy, the Amber Lynn days, Ginger Lynn.
Well, at first started, they finally got rid of the stuff on their legs.
Yeah.
And then it was giant, then it went to giant triangles.
Aha.
Giant.
Right.
And then finally they started cutting that down as well.
Yeah.
This labiaplasty, these doctors, I'm as offended by them as right-to-lifers are by abortion doctors. I'm offended by any woman that wants to change her pussy because she thinks she'll look better in yoga pants.
Right.
Well, you're not going to like this next line then.
I'm probably not going to. It's going to hurt me.
Could you try to find a website that has pussy through the years? I want to see if someone has documented this.
Well, does flappy labia come from beating of the fucking, or is it just God given?
Both. I think this guy. I like it. The whole thing. I just like it's substantive. Just to quote Ted Cruz, I like it substantive.
I think it's a little bit of both. They are keen to avoid, these ladies that are going in for the surgery, avoid so-called camel toe or internal twisting when they're working out.
Oh, all right. Yeah, if it hurts them, I kind of get that. Like, some of them get their pussies. That's a good pussy. When it's getting caught in the works, when you can't even go to the gym because your twat's getting caught in the machinery, that's a good vagina. You don't need to work out. I'll fucking fund your life. I'll pay for everything, honey.
For those whose labia are enlarged, they can make them feel uncomfortable and exposed, adds Swift. One of my patients was particularly self-conscious doing Pilates in a leotard. So much that she was afraid to do certain moves. Wow.
Oh my God, that's the girl I want to. Instead of allowing these women to be embarrassed by these beautiful vaginas, how about you just fucking meet men who appreciate how great that is?
Yeah. Well, they're just trying to get a workout in, though. They just want to get through their spin class.
Yeah, so what? Deal with it. How about fucking? You think it's pleasant when my fucking giant dick is bulging all over?
Right. Yeah, I have long balls. I'm not going to get surgery.
Do you really?
Oh, my God.
You got long balls. You're too young to have long balls.
It's a bummer. It's like a curse. It's a Norman thing.
Oh.
My dad had long balls. His dad had long balls.
You inherited the long balls.
Yeah.
They don't touch the water when you sit down, right?
They have.
No, they haven't.
They have.
No way.
Oh, yeah. I went camping. It was high water.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, they're brutal. They're like, they're 1 and 2, like that. Left is way lower. I got the weird sack of veins in there. You can see everything. long balls.
That's good, though. It's a punishment thing for the girl.
Yeah, because it's hitting her in the asshole.
Yeah, you obviously get it for her face. You just dangle your long bag in her face. Yeah. Good for you.
Oh, they hate that.
Wow. Okay, let's continue here. If they're getting a Brazilian wax or laser hair removal, they can feel self-conscious about the look or size of their labias. Jimmy is
so they're worried
depressed.
about Brazilian waxing people looking at their pussy? Who cares?
Yeah.
Well, then it's
some self-esteem.
It's on display more when you do the Brazilian wax. Meanwhile, 40-year-old Maria T., another of Swift's labiaplasty patients, who also asked for her name not to be used, claims that self-consciousness about her pelvic region used to impact what she wore, especially for exercise. Now, 8 years since she had the op, she's happy to wear trendy pants to her yoga class.
You know what I want? A girl with a giant pussy who's proud of it and feels good about it and will go outside in a pair of white yoga pants.
Ooh.
That's what I genuinely like that.
Yeah.
That's what we should be focusing on. That's what feminism should be focusing on. Stop being embarrassed by these great pussies you have.
Right.
They're great pussies. Stop being embarrassed by them. It's annoying.
Well, she's very happy with the results. When it comes to that part of my body, it's a definite case of less is more.
No, it's not. If I went out with a woman and she told me I had labiaplasty, I would literally leave in the middle of dinner.
Come on.
Without paying for dinner.
Wow.
I would leave.
You would just leave her
Even
there?
if she was one of my aunts and I wasn't going to fuck her, I would leave anyway on principle.
I would like to know what they do with the flaps they're removing. Is there a big pile in the back room?
Yeah. One of the janitors probably goes to the garbage and eats them.
It's like calamari.
Yeah, exactly. A little calamari.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is like,
put a little lemon juice on it and have at it.
Like uncircumcised, the same shit. These guys who get circumcisions, like, when they're 31, you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, ride it out.
All right.
That whole thing, I'm embarrassed to do Pilates. Just stop it.
Not good.
Just take the last row. Fucking aim your pussy at the wall where no one can see it.
Also, it's probably evolutionary. They probably have a lot of labia. It's safer. Protects the clit.
Let's talk to Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn is not supposed to Kaitlyn Jenner. Kaitlyn Farrington is here. We can ask her when she comes in.
Ooh, yeah.
Labiaplasty. But she's an athlete. If she said I did it because, I'm not saying she did it, but if she did it because it was like, hey, it would bang all over my fucking board while and it would hurt me.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different if it's like legitimately causing you physical discomfort.
Sure.
You want to get her in here and ask her about
Immediately, yeah.
All right, where is Kaitlyn?
Where's this
Farrington?
delightful girl?
If you don't know who Kaitlyn is, Mark Norman, she won the gold medal for this fine country of ours in snowboarding.
Oh, wow.
And then she has a fucked up... Kaitlyn!
Hi, Kaitlyn.
What happened to you yesterday?
I had a little bit of a long night and set my alarm for
A little too much
PM
partying?
instead of AM. Yeah.
See, because you came in supposedly, according to Roland, a day early because you wanted to meet Anthony Bourdain, and then you went out and partied too much and you couldn't get up.
It kind of happens, I guess.
That's Mark Norman, a very funny comic.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. What were you doing? What kind of partying?
Well, I went to Pier 59's 20th anniversary with a friend. And
I don't even know what Pier 59
I don't
is.
really either. Pier 59, I think it's an art gallery.
Okay.
And yeah, so went out there and kind of ended up a late night. And yep.
Open bar?
Huh?
Open bar?
Open bar.
That'll do it.
Yeah, it was quite the time, actually. It was fun.
Yeah.
What time did you get to bed? After 11?
After 11, maybe around 3:30 or something.
Oh my God.
And then, of course, did the typical, yeah, I totally got this, 6:45 a.m. And then looked at my alarm when I woke up at 10:30 and was like, oh, dang, I set it for p.m. Not again.
Not again.
I do it all the time.
Well, welcome. We were just talking about labiaplasty.
About what?
Labiaplasty.
Oh.
These women that get the vaginas fucking cut. Like, it's so awful. Like the big lips or whatever, they get them trimmed down so they look good in yoga pants. It's enraging. It's driving me crazy.
So the camel toe's not the full.
Yeah,
it's
expensive.
It's a big trend here in New York, especially.
Oh, interesting.
The
Never heard
ladies
about
want to
it.
look better in their yoga pants, and Jimmy is not for this.
No, it's terrible.
It's
terrible.
You know, it's like once you wear yoga pants, you're bound to you just have to run it.
Yeah, if you have it, you have it, right?
Yeah.
Camel toe's good for everyone.
You can always stick a little like pad in there or something, smooth things out a bit. Right. You would never do this.
No, I don't think I could ever go there. That seems like
it sounds like
something
horrific
weird.
surgery to begin with.
Oh yeah.
I've already had too many surgeries unintentionally. I don't think I want to go into one with an intention.
To look better in yoga pants and your workout gear.
What's sexier in the gym when you see somebody like in like just those tight pants and they just can't help it? It's all poking all over the place. Holy mackerel, is that great?
Yeah, it's a
and
good
they've
time.
tried everything and they realize, I just got to go and walk around like this.
I just gotta embrace it.
Just,
awesome.
There's some shame involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be girls putting like cold cuts in their pants to have camel toe.
Absolutely.
Like we do with socks, you know?
Oh gosh, one of my jokes is I do go to the climbing gym a lot, and I've been climbing, and that's like you're like, you can't be in the climbing gym without a camel toe. It's just inevitable when you're in your harness, just being pulled up.
Right.
You're like, it's what happens. So.
Yes, that's why I always climb directly under those women.
Yeah.
You're like, I got this.
Yeah.
There's such genital shame in this country. It's so embarrassing. It's just genital shame. It's this stupid fucking shyness. Oh, I can see your pussy. Oh, no. I can't look. Show it off. Yeah, it's my pussy. Get over it.
Right.
Fucking grow up.
Yeah, I was telling Mark Norman your story, and then you walked in. So she wins the gold medal for the United States of America in snowboarding, and then I know she wanted to go for a second medal. A second Olympics, and then she finds out that she has this spine issue, and now she can't compete anymore, and she can't even leave the ground when she snowboards.
What?
That sucks.
No wonder you're drinking heavily.
Yeah, I'm a grounded snowboarder these days, but it's been fun. I've been transitioning into the backcountry. I spent a month down in Argentina riding powder, which was good, and there's this place, it's SAS Global Travel, that I go down there with, and they're kind of like educating kids in the backcountry, and that's what they're about. And so I go down there as like a guest coach and kind of just hang out. And it looks like I might be working for them next year
Nice.
for 5 weeks in New Zealand or Argentina next year to do some guiding and stuff with people. But yeah, it's kind of been a crazy transitional year of just figuring out how I can still be snowboarding and still keep making a living doing what I love.
We were just talking about that. Like, what do you do? How you're young, in your early
25.
20s. Oh, 25. Okay. So what do you do when you retire at such a young age? Like, all right, now how do you... What do you do?
I've been trying to figure that out, but I have this crazy winter plan already set up where I'm going to live out of a camper for 4 months, and I'm going to do a West Coast tour. I have this thing, it's called the Gold Pass, and it gets you to 250 resorts in the United States, but I'm only going to do the ones on the West Coast. So there's 106, but since I'm a snowboarder, I can only get to 104 of them. But yeah, I'm just going to live out of a camper and for 4 months and just travel around and go hit all the resorts in the West Coast, and hopefully a bunch of friends will come on with me because hopefully I'm going to get another Gold Pass.
What's a Gold Pass? How do you get that?
It's a donation to USSA. It's actually what funds our are snowboarding and skiing for the United States, and they're about $10,000 for a gold pass, and like I think $8,500 of it is tax deductible, and I'm doing the gold medal gala that's actually in New York. That's why I'm here. We have that at the Natural History Museum.
Ooh, wow. Fancy.
Also open bar.
I would assume after you win a gold medal, you don't need any passes to get on any mountains, though.
You know, you would think that, but you do.
Show your medal and go, I'm snowboarding for free today.
Yeah. No, I do have a great photo of Sun Valley of the lift ticket, checking my gold pass and scanning it. And it was good.
You show them that pass, the gold medal.
Gold medal.
Have you jumped at all?
I have.
You have. I know you have. Of course.
Well,
I know you can't help yourself.
When you're going down the mountain, there's a bump that just kind of sneaks up on you.
But you can avoid the bump. But I know you have it in you. You're like, I gotta jump a little.
Sometimes you got to a little bit. But
what's up? What's the spine thing again for the people?
Congenital stenosis.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
Yeah.
What can they do for it?
Nothing. Since I was born with mine, it's in most of my neck and my upper back, and so if they could do a surgery where they'd like hollow out my spine and stuff, but it would be very extensive. And so it's kind of, I have no symptoms and I feel fine, and so I just don't really.
Does it get worse?
Points. Pardon?
Does it get worse?
No, I actually had to get an checkup MRI. I think at the end of this season, so maybe in May, I got a checkup MRI.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. It's all the same.
Good for you.
So
was the doctor really dramatic? Like, you'll never jump again?
Oh yeah, I went through multiple doctors, probably about 5, and
you were just trying to find that one.
I was trying to find that one that was going to give
hope.
me the you can snowboard, you just can't leave the ground. And I found that one, and it's been fine. So
damn.
Yeah.
And you're also doing a lot of climbing.
Yep, I
follow you
climbing,
on Instagram.
And I think I started to do that so I can leave the ground.
Right.
But it's been fun. And I mean, I just did this trip with Toyota where we road tripped from Las Vegas back to Utah. And it was so sweet. I got to drive a rally car with Ryan Mullen. I got to do a lot of...
Wait, Ryan Mullen?
Huh?
Ryan Mullen?
Yeah.
The skateboarder?
No, the rally car driver.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking of Rodney Mullen. Sorry. I was a skateboarder.
Yeah, rally car driver. I gotta drive these ute vehicles that I was jumping, and people are like, you probably shouldn't be doing that. And I was riding dirt
That's
bikes.
You in the dune buggy?
Yeah, that's me driving.
Oh, wow. In the air.
It was amazing. And yeah, we just had a blast. And a lot of the things that we were doing on the trip, people were like, wait, are you sure you can do this? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Would you jump out of a plane?
Like how so? Skydiving?
Oh, yeah, not the suicide. Yeah. Because you keep saying you like to leave the ground. I'm like, I wonder if she would jump out of a plane. You probably couldn't bungee jump. That's probably bad for you.
No more bungee jumping. But
you've done it?
Yeah.
Okay.
In New Zealand, I'd done a little bit of bungee jumping. But technically, I'm not supposed to skydive either.
Oh, because of the jerk of the parachute?
Yeah, the jerk of the parachute. And so, when I'm climbing, I can't do any lead climbing or lead belaying either, just in case falling.
Right.
So it's more just sport climbing.
We watched. Bourdain had something yesterday where he jumped. He showed us a clip of him jumping off a bungee jumping. Would you do it in Taipei? It was the highest one in the world.
Oh.
And you would actually do that if you could?
I've done the Nevis in New Zealand, which was at the point I think the 3rd highest in the world.
Wow.
And it was so fun.
That's not the one across the river.
Yeah, it is.
That one is Is that the one where it swings?
Well, they have the swing that goes across the river, too.
I saw that
Yeah,
once.
they take you out in a glass gondola into the middle of the river,
God,
and then you jump out of the gondola.
Were you scared?
Man.
I'm kind of... If I sit there and I'm thinking about it, I start getting scared. But if I just go for it, then I'm not that scared.
I don't
Find the one that Kaitlyn did.
I don't have the labia for that.
Is there anybody not scared of this shit? People that just love doing it?
Yeah,
adrenaline.
Junkies have no problem with this shit. They can't wait to do it.
Yeah.
I get my adrenaline from other things that are creepy. That's a fun way to get adrenaline.
Yeah, mine's like calling my dad.
They don't think twice about it. They just can't wait to jump.
I can't believe it. I don't understand that mentality. As you're talking, Kaitlyn, I'm thinking her life is so much different than mine.
Yeah.
You love these activities and this outdoor stuff and climbing and adventure and doing this different. You just like to go out and live outdoors and do fun shit.
And she's restricted. And she's still crazy.
And she's still figuring out how to have fun out there.
Yeah, I prefer just to sit on my sofa looking at my computer.
I'm with you. You'll do anything to get in the air. Soon you'll be on like a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Yep, there's where.
I think this is the one that you did. Let me see this.
Because I've done the river one.
Is this
that one I've done as well, the bridge.
Oh my
and
God,
then
that's
they
high.
have their bigger one that is through the gondola.
Oh God.
And I've done that one twice, and I did tandem once, and I've done it by myself.
Oh my God.
A couple went together.
Isn't this the one where you pretty much could get your head in the river?
Yeah, you gotta do
right?
the dunk.
Oh yeah, they dunk you. They dunk you in the river.
That seems dangerous.
But you know you're doing it? You know you're going to hit the river?
Yes.
Well, you ask them, you're like, can I go into the river? And for me, it didn't work because I was never heavy enough to like fully take the plunge. Because they're like, yeah, we'll loosen your cords. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't loosen them that much.
Of course. I don't need to hit the river that badly.
But isn't that what can't you be killed doing this?
Huh?
Can't you be killed? Isn't that how people commit suicide?
Well,
right. I've seen the bridge.
Yeah. They figured it out to the point where you're definitely slowing down by the time you get to the river part, so.
Yeah.
It still seems a little
Oh, maybe it's
too
on the
crazy.
second drop. Maybe it's after you come up and...
No, it's the first drop. I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
See,
they just touch you.
No, they just know that you're slowing down enough right as you're approaching the river.
See,
they figured it out a while ago.
This guy's... That's, by the way, that's not that high.
That was
No,
not bad.
I think that one's like 200 and...
I think
I forget.
That's high, but it's not that high.
I wouldn't be happy, but I think I could do that one.
I could do that one, I think.
The one Anthony Bourdain showed us yesterday, no fucking way. But this one, I think I would be all right.
Because you're over water.
I'd be scared shitless. I'm not going to lie, but I think I could actually go, all right, fuck it, I'll do it.
You know, this is how we should baptize. That would be a lot better.
It's the parent
I'd go
and
to
the
more
child
baptisms.
going
Yeah.
in tandemly.
Because religion's kind of on the out. This would pick it up.
Pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they have these crazy swings, and you said you did that one.
No, I didn't
Oh,
do
you
the
didn't do the
swing,
swing.
but the Nevis is like the other big bungee.
How do you spell Nevis? Nevis?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay,
the
let's
Nevis.
try to find this one.
And then that same canyon.
Get
they have
the fuck out of here! Look at this. It's a glass gondola, like you said.
Yeah.
You're
my
way
God.
higher.
It's way. Yeah, I think at the time
Jesus.
it was like the third highest in the world.
You couldn't get me in the gondola, let alone the jump.
Gondola rides are wonderful.
No, the gondola would be fun. I'd go out there. The gondola, Sarah. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, this is the Nevis.
Yep. It's pretty.
Well, look at a camel toe on her.
Yeah, there's someone. She's sitting in a chair. The stuff wrapped around the ankles, and do they have it around your
It's
waist
like
too?
stirrups.
Oh, but you're also harnessed in your
Yeah,
shoulders.
you're harnessed.
Okay,
Oh,
see,
wow. Yeah,
you're in there pretty good.
Yeah.
But that means nothing as you go off on the ledge.
She's way.
You're convinced something's going to fuck up.
Now, what is she holding? She's holding the rope. But what is that thing? That it looks like a little cone.
I wonder if it's a weight or
That's
something as
yeah,
well.
What is that for?
And she is not having it. That's why this has 17.5 million views. She is scared.
Oh my God! Can you blame her?
She's shuffling to the edge.
I wouldn't do it.
They
Shuffle,
pretty much
shuffle,
are pushing
shuffle,
you
shuffle.
out the door. They're like, just do it.
Yeah, because they've had it.
Oh my God!
Because they're wasting time. They want to make their money too.
Yeah.
And
They
they're
can't-
also dropping this down. The rope is being dropped down. Oh, the weight is just what's that thing in the front?
I think it's a weight. For,
wait for what?
This guy should have a harness too.
Actually, I kind of remember it's like they drop that thing down and you feel like the first
The heaviness of
initial
it?
jerk and
Yeah.
you're like, oh gosh, this is actually
Oh
happening.
my God!
This woman is not having
Oh,
it.
I would never do that. I would hate that to jump. I'm getting nervous.
Oh, this is
She's
brutal.
standing on the edge. It's an above her view looking down over the river, and that's so fucking high.
How nervous she
We keep
is.
fast forwarding it. This is a 5-minute video. She's
Oh my God! She did it.
get out of here.
That's a lot of rope.
That's a long.
That's a
bungee
long
jump.
fall.
Ooh, how many feet is that?
And then the swing they have that goes across that canyon.
And the
too.
jerk back up is like you coming halfway back up.
You got to see the swing. I saw that on some adventure show.
I don't like that.
New Zealand's
Oh,
an
my
amazing
God.
place, huh?
Yeah, it's
Everyone
really-
talks about how just amazing the scenery is ridiculous, and everyone is into doing these crazy outdoor activities.
And it's cheap to do those crazy. Like I went skydiving in New Zealand too because it was like I think $200 or something to go.
Yeah.
And
That's not where you're looking to save money when you're
No.
jumping out of a plane. That's not where I'm looking for a discount.
I got a coupon.
But yeah, I spent many years going down, probably like 7 years for 2 months. I'd go down in the summer for training, and this past 2 years are the first that I haven't been down there. But I actually get to go back at the end of November to do something for North Face. But I'm excited. It's a fun country.
Is New Zealand the one that has those giant balls?
That's Mark Normand.
that you get in and they roll you down the hill?
Oh, the Zorbs, or I'm not sure. I haven't seen those things there.
Yeah, I think it's New Zealand, where that's another thing you can do. You go to the top of a hill and you get in one of these orbs and they just and then you just roll and bounce all the way down the fucking hill.
Oh, you're puking by the end
I don't know how.
It's like a hamster roller.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
The Zorbs.
Oh, that I like. That's fun.
But I think New Zealand is where they get crazy with that too, where you're bouncing.
I'd get very sick, though. I would vomit all over
I think I would too.
I can't imagine that would
like
be
after
fun.
the third roll, you're like,
I would do it if I could just bounce on like a 10-foot hill, like a small boy's bounce, just something like light, good fun.
The dude from this is a little obscure, but the dude from the Flaming Lips, he gets in one of those in concert.
Oh wow!
And then goes into the audience, and then everyone moves him around.
What a kook.
Well, they used to be called the Flaming Lips. And after that labiaplasty, they're called the Borings.
See, he's Orbs, the Flaming Lips guy. I don't know why I know this, but I do.
Oh, he's going out into the crowd. That's kind of fun.
It is kind of fun.
Oh, he's like that John Travolta movie, The Boy in the Plastic Bubble. How innocent.
And then
Bubble Boy.
You should crowd surf with that.
That's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
Oh wow!
No, but then they get crazy because. And then they start really knocking him around and stuff. I don't know if this video will show that, but he enjoys himself when he's in concert. He never really got into the Flaming Lips.
No,
I hear they're a fantastic band.
That would be fun to do.
So,
there's your labia.
No, they were just showing a little something there. Were you doing something with a Volcano?
No.
Yeah. So this spring, me and a friend, Maria Dabari, we went and summited 24 volcanoes through the Cascade Mountain Range. We toured up everyone and rode down everyone. We were going for 25, but we ran into weather the last 2 weeks of our adventure, and so we missed Rainier, which is the big bummer because
how
that's
high
the
is
biggest
that?
one. I think Rainier is about a little over 12,000 feet. And we missed that one, but we're going to go back next spring to finish it up just to get our 25. We called it the Almost Famous Volcano Tour. And that's probably where we went wrong. We were selling ourselves short in the beginning by naming it the Almost Famous Volcano Tour. But yeah, it was an awesome adventure. It was just like 6 weeks of car camping, and we started down in Northern California and just worked our way back up to Bellingham. And we went into Canada for one because we did skip one in California because there was no snow on it. But it was just a lot of hiking and just cruising around the mountains. And it was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever done. Probably one of the hardest, too, because it was literally every day wake up and climb a mountain.
Yeah. How long did it take you to get up a mountain?
Well, I mean, like 8 hours. They were like 5 to 8 hour days. We did the Three Sisters, which are in Bend, Oregon, in one day, and it was the marathon. We ran the marathon, and people told us that we couldn't do it. And
you ran the marathon?
We ran the marathon of the Three Sisters, and so we summited all three in one day, which they're all three above 10,000.
Wow!
And we just summited. Did all those three right there.
Holy
in
moly!
One day. It took us 15 hours to do, and
wow.
it was cool. Quite the feat because we had there was this guy, Greg Kelly, actually, who does tours out there on this other volcano, Broken Top, that's right by there. And we met him in a parking lot, and we were like, hey, we want to get some beta on the Three Sisters, what do you think? And we're like, yeah, we're planning on doing the marathon, doing it in one day. And he goes, to be honest, he's like, I'm sorry, but you girls don't have that. And he made the mistake of giving us his business cards. So as soon as we finish the Three Sisters, we're calling Greg Kelly and we're like, hey, so do you remember the two girls that you met in the parking lot at Broken Top? This is Maria and Kaitlyn, and we just want to let you know that we do got this because we just finished the Three Sisters. And he didn't say anything back to us. He just wrote us a little text with a thumbs up. And we were like, you sucker, because that was kind of what kept us going, because it was a long day of just hiking 3 volcanoes, 10,000 feet.
Would you see any? Do you look down into any of them? Can you look down into any of them?
You can't really look down into any of them. I mean, the coolest one that they just look like mountains. I mean, for Mount Hood is kind of the most active one right now, it seems. And like they have big vents, and so there's steam coming up all over the place. And I mean, I've been going to Mount Hood for training because they do summer camps out there for years, and I've never been to the true summit until this year. And it was pretty crazy. Like there's people all in alpine gear and roped up the entire time, and me and Maria are in shorts and a tank top, and like Maria had a sun hat on, and like we were just like casually going up, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are making us look like pussies." we're like, well, considering this is our 19th volcano we've climbed, yeah,
Jesus.
we've got it down.
Wow. Do you ever just wake up and go, let's go to Denny's? You know, does that ever, like, let's get room service?
Sometimes.
Okay, you're human.
Sometimes I have my lazy days for sure, but that's when I'm just in Salt Lake.
Caitlin, what are you running away from?
What am I running away from?
Ooh, interesting. Touchy uncle.
What are you running away from, Caitlin?
You know,
let's break down this interview a little bit, because man, you are keeping yourself busy.
I try. I mean, I do what I can. Now that there's no more half pipe in my life, I mean, that's all I knew for 10 years. So now it's just finding what else is there.
And who's paying your bills as you're out there doing
sponsors?
Your
nice.
Yes.
Good for you.
AA.
Yeah, sponsors. AA. You know?
What's the Japanese volcano where people used to kill themselves? It was a very famous
Mount Fuji?
one. Is that the one?
Is it?
Well, they kill themselves in the forest.
Yeah, they throw themselves in the volcano.
But the forest is also a place. The forest is a lot more people are killing themselves in the forest. The suicide forest of Japan.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know how many people are actually throwing themselves in the well,
there's a way to look it up.
Yeah, let's try to
They
find.
finally blocked it, I think, where you can't do it. But some girl did it so many years ago. She threw herself into the volcano, and then a lot of people were copycatting, and I think that they found a way to stop it.
I saw a documentary on the suicide forest, and there's a guy. His whole job, he just hikes around the forest. You got to find the forest because I forgot the name of it. It's driving me nuts. And he'll see people camping. And his first thought is they're camping, and they're going to kill themselves. And then he also finds the bodies. Did
he say they're going to, or they should?
He tries to talk out of it. But he also comes across the people that absolutely did it, and they're just skeletal remains at that point with their tents still set up. It's really creepy.
Oh my gosh! And that's his job to go search.
Yeah, and sometimes he finds them in the trees, hanging, and he's also been able to talk people out of it as well. And then they showed the cars with the suicide notes that they left because they drove obviously there, parked, left their suicide note, and walked into the forest.
Wow.
What is it called? This is legendary, man. A lot of people have done this. That doesn't.
No, Ayokahara.
Ohio gozaimasu. Oh man, I know our joke with our volcanoes. We're like, okay, maybe we can do the Ring of Fire next, but we'd have to figure out how we can do the funding for that one.
What's the Ring of Fire?
It's all the sister volcanoes to the ones that we climbed on the other side. Like there's
the Ring of
Fire.
Would you look down? I want to look down into an active volcano. I just don't want to do the effort to get up there.
Yeah.
But that's got to be pretty cool to look down into it.
Yeah, I think our coolest one.
Careful though.
Yeah, the coolest one that we got to look down into. I mean, Mount St. Helens. Like that was kind of the most like you saw where it just blew out of the side.
Could you see anything in there? Like
no,
lava?
There's a lake down there that. It's pretty wild because like you literally are just kind of like going up slowly and it just looks like a rolling hill, and then all of a sudden it just drops off, and that's just where the whole side of the mountain blew out.
And what's in there now?
Well, there's a lake at the bottom. I don't think it's very active anymore.
A lake of water, like just
just like freshwater lake, and it's crazy because at the bottom you can see all of the trees and logs because it's freshwater, and so the logs don't deteriorate, and so it's just like a sea of logs in the lake.
Wow.
Like if you're looking, we were just on top, like right in the middle of that bowl is where we summited Mount St. Helens.
Looks like Roland's toilet.
So wait, that's on the side of the mountain right there?
Yeah, that's the side of Mount St. Helens. That's what you look down to. You climb the other side. And I think there used to be like a town on this side.
That's pretty amazing.
That's where it blew out, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, just so we can move on, it was a Vice documentary. Of course it was. It's on YouTube called Suicide Forest in Japan. I'll tweet this out. And it is that forest. How did you say it? The Ayakahapeka forest. It's the most popular site for suicides in Japan after the novel Kuroi Jukai was published, in which a young lover commits suicide in the forest. People started taking their own lives there at a rate of 50 to 100 deaths a year. The site holds so many bodies that the Yakuza pays homeless people to sneak into the forest and rob the corpses.
Wow.
The authorities sweep for bodies only on an annual basis, and the forest sits at the base of Mount Fuji and is too dense to patrol more frequently.
Holy
it's a
cow.
big
Who
fucking
sent him?
problem.
The Yakuza, the Japanese mafia?
I guess that's what the description on the video says. And here's the guy, this creep. I remember this guy, yes. He's the guy that, it's in subtitle, so whatever. But
That gets to go out
100
and find
suicide
the bodies?
corpses, and he goes out there.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's 100 suicide, and I've fucked 80 of them. Wow, what a creep.
Oh,
Look at these.
Awesome.
They got pictures of the people dead. Look, that guy hanging from a tree.
And they're
in the
blocking their
suicide
faces
forest.
in true Japanese porn fashion.
That is insane.
I forgot what these lines were about. Like, they set up lines. I don't know if it's because he doesn't
Trying to
want
find the bodies, or
I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's the people that
Oh,
do
maybe.
that so they can find their way out because they decide they're not going to kill themselves, or if it's this guy because the forest is so dense, so he knows how to get out.
Yeah.
It's weird they hang. I would just shoot myself. Why hang?
It's a quick documentary. It's about 21 minutes. It's really creepy.
That is crazy.
People who are indecisive about dying, he's saying, wrap this tape along trees on the way.
Oh, okay. So they do that.
Oh, wow.
So they can
They're
find their
like,
way out.
we're not quite sure if we're going to kill ourselves. We're just going to walk into this forest and see how I feel.
Right.
And then they see the dead bodies. They're like, okay, yeah, this seems like a good idea.
Wow.
We'll play it by ear.
Yeah, play it by
So
ear.
they can find their way out.
And this guy's coming upon a tent. There's something that looks like a tent.
He's saying, it's a tent.
I'm going to go see if there's anyone inside.
Oh, cool.
my God.
Freebies.
Please wait here. He tells the camera crew.
Yeah. He's got gloves on. You know, they're rooting for. There's beverages in a bag.
Some sports drinks.
An open bag. Doesn't look good.
An old backpack that's empty.
Yeah, green tent.
The tent's
He's
a
going to
little
start
flat.
poking around.
No one's here, he
here.
says.
Oh,
Sorry.
nerds.
Oh, boy. Yeah, this doc was really good by Vice.
Wow.
Really good.
This guy's a regular Columbo.
Yeah. Just one more question. My wife wants to know why the tape is here. Seems like someone was here for a few days. Oh, yeah, so they're probably in a tree somewhere.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
this.
they're...
This guy's voice is awful.
Oh, yeah, this guy isn't coming back. This tent is... the fact that they brought a tent means they were still struggling.
Yeah.
They spent a few days out here to figure out if they wanted to die or not. But this guy, he really is a detective. He can tell by a bunch of beverages and a giant pile of shit.
Yeah.
So I guess the body hasn't been found
yet.
That is crazy.
I think I see something over there. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wouldn't it be great if there's a pile of Jeff Dunham DVDs?
Most cases, if you follow the tape, you find something at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So they like leave a path for themselves. They're like, well.
Part of that is I bet you they want to be found. I'll bet you that they don't want their body to be out there forever.
Right.
They want their family to find it.
Right.
To know.
Yeah. I see something over there. It looks like sneakers hanging from a tree.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what it is.
When I was in Japan last time, we found there's all these abandoned houses and hotels, and I guess somebody said that's like they just leave everything. Like we went, there's plates, like they just literally just abandon them, and it's kind of their way of like their. What's the word I'm looking for? That's how they do it respectfully for their family. They just leave everything and then turn around and go like start a new life. Because we went through one of the houses and like we're like, ooh, all these cool bowls. Like, people were like, yeah, you probably don't want to be taking any of that. And we're like, well,
why not?
Souvenirs.
Right.
Yeah, no one
I
else
have
is
a few
touching it.
souvenirs
Wait, so
from
no one
these
takes
houses.
over the houses?
Nobody takes over. They just like left them there. I was in Nagano area where we were at the resort, and yeah, I found a couple of abandoned houses, and it was just like plates, bowls. It was like people still live there, but hadn't been there in years.
Oh, these are old places. Okay.
Can
Yeah.
you tour these places, or you were sneaking around?
We were sneaking around.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah.
You're an adventurer.
Come on, you got to.
What is
love
the? This is probably a horrible question, but what's the outdoor sexual situation? I bet you guys are really getting
outdoor
pretty crazy
sexual
around.
situation.
I feel like around a volcano, you're around these people all day. Something would spark up.
Well, considering it was just me and another girl. No, nothing sparked between the two of us. I can't say that I swing that way, but
Oh, okay. Well, I figured hikers. I don't know.
I mean.
But, I mean, if you're close to volcano, no one's looking.
Right.
Yeah, no.
You're in a camper.
You can leave with your pride intact.
Yeah.
Tent life.
Hey, we did it because of the volcano.
Anything goes down.
Right.
There's got to be some drug use as well, I assume.
Smoking pot, maybe.
Okay.
It's one of those easy go to bed things.
Oh, no, like ayahuasca and all that good stuff.
And I mean, when you're in Washington and when you're in Oregon, it's legal there. So.
Right.
Yeah.
In Colorado, too, right?
Yeah, in Colorado. But no volcanoes were in Colorado.
Hey, there's a site called Gay. Go back to that. The Gay and Lesbian Hiking. Oh, you had it. It was great, too.
Oh, there you go.
Gay and lesbian hiking meetups.
See, here's your hiking outdoor scene.
Oh, they have 7,500 members.
Oh,
man.
There's your picture.
Oh, shoot. Dang it. They told me it wouldn't pop up.
They're in 14 cities and 2 countries.
What are the countries? U.S. and Canada, yeah.
And probably Canada, right?
Turn anything sexual.
Yeah, Syria and Iran. Wow, what a mess.
Wait, there's one right near New York City. Go
right by Montreal.
right there. Go. You don't no. No.
He's making it bigger.
Yeah.
Make it bigger.
Can you click on that? Come on.
So
you can't click on the.
You get lonely in New York. Just go up to the Shawanagunks up there.
What's the Shawanagunks?
It's like up northern New York.
I've never heard of it.
What is that?
It's a national park. I did a photo shoot there one time, and that's the only way I know it.
God, you've been everywhere.
Yeah, you've traveled quite a bit for a young gal. I've done almost none of that traveling.
Right.
Actually,
you ever do a gig in upstate New York? I didn't think so.
Rochester?
Yeah, do a gig in Connecticut.
Ever to the Bunny Ranch?
Yep, the Shawanagunks.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think it's like climbing. There's the lemon squeeze there. That's a big like
Well, I think
tourist attraction.
I think I've been there.
Wow,
You've
that's
been
beautiful.
I think maybe.
It's really nice. I think there's like a nice hotel, like kind of a retirement community.
Ooh, look at that.
Not really sure.
The weekend escape plan. That's actually really nice. Is that a big lake? It's at the Overlook Hotel.
Yeah.
Right. You can get chased through a hedge maze.
Right.
Oh, I've been there
with an axe.
I've been to Mohonk. This is Mohonk. It's an amazing place, Mohonk Mountain. My brother really likes going here every year. We've gone a couple times. That's an amazing place.
It's really cool.
It's really cool country up there.
Yeah.
And they have a little small town nearby.
Yep.
Oh, wow, I'd like to go up there.
Oh, yeah. Mohonk is all
And,
right,
I mean,
man.
the hiking trails are perfect for you. They're paved. They're nice and easy.
That's what I like. A nice hiking trail. I like a little circle in the back of the fucking hotel, like a nice 20-foot circular.
Just do laps.
What else can you do up there? I guess they have a pool.
Yeah, what did we do? You could swim in the lake.
Ooh,
I don't go for that. I don't want any fucking weird parasites in my urethra.
Actually, when I was just in Las Vegas, or we were down in St. George, and there was this lake, Sand Hollow, and we're reading the sign on our way in, and it says, "Report swimmer's itch." We're all like, what the
hell
is swimmer's itch?
Where is it?
And none of us got it,
too.
thank goodness, but it was definitely one of those things that we're like...
What is it?
I think it's with the parasites, it depends on your skin, if you have sensitive skin, and you can get like really itchy, and like, it's almost like, what is the plant that's...
Poison
ivy?
It's almost like poison ivy.
Is that from parasites being on you?
Well, I just think it's from the water and your skin being too sensitive. And so, like, this one woman, because we were talking to her, we're like, what is swimmer's itch? And she's like, well, my daughter actually got it. And it was just like she had bumps all over her skin after the water and being in the lake. And so we sat there for about 24 hours like, do you guys feel it? Do you guys feel anything?
Right.
And psyching ourselves out. Yep.
Oh,
wow.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Holy moly.
I have very delicate skin.
Yeah, you probably don't want to hit that water in Sand Hollow.
I'd go in the pool. Where?
It was like Sand Hollow is by Lake Powell.
Is this the place you were talking about, the Shawagunk?
No.
Where was that hotel we were just looking at?
That's upstate.
That's upstate. That's only a few hours.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We see that hotel, like more on that hotel. Is that Shawagunk? The rooms aren't. The fuck's it called? Hate Indian names. Can't pronounce that.
The rooms aren't that great. I remember. The food was really good. The hiking's kind of cool. We went in the winter, too, so there was some ice skating involved. It's a very old place. It's just a good hang, a good chill.
Got that Aspen vibe.
Yeah, I'd like to go up there and make love to a girl right in her ass.
You know what? I mean, the rooms they're well kept. They're just they look more like a bed and breakfast type of situation. They're well kept rooms, but
I would
if
of
you're looking
course
for a modern hotel room, that's not the place for you.
I just want a nice with feather pillows.
Feathered pillows, nice duvet covers.
Yes, I like a nice feathered pillow.
Sure.
I'm a true gentleman of leisure. That looks kind of fun, though. Just go up there for the night with someone. Order some food. Food is good.
I went. It was great.
Flat to screen TV.
It was great. Went with family. We just chilled and relaxed. Yeah, there's the dining area.
Yeah, I'd bring a stranger, someone I didn't know that well.
The food was fantastic.
That would be the best.
And you get to know each other, if you know what I mean.
So, hey girl, I want to get to know you.
Yeah. Let's go up to the mountains.
You take your pants off. She's like, "What's that? Swimmer's itch."
Exactly. I have it from the head of my penis all the way back up into my anus. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it wreck the vibe of what we have here.
It's the only part that hit the water.
That swimmer's itch doesn't look good.
No, sirree.
And it itches. But you don't know how. Did we figure out how we get it?
I think it's literally just your sensitive skin and the parasites in the water.
A short-term immune reaction occurring in the skin of humans that have been infected by waterborne. Oh boy!
Hold on.
Schistomatide. It's basically shit.
Schistostomicide.
It's basically shit in
Like,
the water.
could you imagine
They're just fancying it up. It's somebody's shit in the water.
Right. Yeah.
But they can't say that because it's a nice place, so they
they don't really
they make
want
it
to scare
sound
people
that's sort
away.
of Frenchy.
Right? Yeah, it's the hotel shit pumped into the lake.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have proper plumbing, so hey, the shit has to go somewhere. Right. It might make you itch, but man, is it a beautiful swim?
But it's a beautiful place.
They just fucking in your gastrointestinal. Fuck that. Don't swim in the lake when there's little things like that that will creepily.
Yeah, could you imagine if there wasn't the sign that's what swimmer's itch is, and all of a sudden you're like, what is going on with me?
Oh, you'd be freaked out.
You'd be freaked out thinking you had some sort of disease, some sort of herpes, possibly.
Sure,
So what happens? Oh my God.
Eggs in the feces.
Birds migrate to the blood vessels. It's in bird shit. That's great. You're swimming in a lake of bird shit. Delightful weekend.
It's definitely shit. They just didn't want to say shit.
So how do you get rid of it?
I don't
get the
know.
fuck out of the water.
Yeah,
So it's
I think you
temporary.
just gotta let it run its course.
How long does it last? Do they give you a handgun? How long does it last?
It said temporary.
Gotta go to the suicide forest.
Yeah, you gotta go to the suicide forest, wait it out,
Lightly rinse.
decide if you want to kill yourself or not.
Rubbing alcohol.
Rubbing alcohol and calamine
lotion. And good old calamine lotion.
Yikes.
I would hate to get swimmer's itch.
Yeah.
Oh, oatmeal? Soak in a bath, sprinkle. That's what you want to do when you're on vacation. Just get in a fucking oatmeal bath.
Yeah.
How shitty.
The ladies pay a lot of money for the oatmeal bath.
Is that good for your skin?
Oh, yeah. Supposedly.
Really? What's it do for you? It looks like you feel like an asshole sitting in
Yeah, I'm
oatmeal.
like, wait, what?
I feel so stupid. Like a piece of banana.
I believe it's up near it's up near New Paltz, which is a great little town. So Mohawk.
I used to do a gig up there in New Paltz.
Actually, I think that's the town we stayed in while we
New
were up there.
Paltz. New Paltz. We should take
Yeah.
a break. I got.
I have a fridge magnet from there. That's one of the only reasons that I know
Nice.
that
You don't
might
collect.
be the town.
Do you collect fridge magnets?
Yep.
You and my
collect
mom.
fridge magnets from everywhere I go. But recently, I've been only going to the same places, and my fridge is full of magnets. So I'm like, okay, I need a new hobby for collecting things.
Yeah.
And I did think that I was going to start pin collecting, but I haven't been doing a good job yet.
But you went from the most interesting person to the least.
Which means it's time to break.
I jumped out of a thing in New Zealand. And then what else did you do? I collected a magnet with Fred Flintstone on it. Bizarre
There's
life.
little lambs from New Zealand.
Kaitlyn, what are you promoting again? We're going to take a little break here.
What?
What are you promoting?
Me? Well, pretty much my tour for my Best in the West. And I'm actually working with this company, Sponsorize Me, and they are helping me fund this. And it's going to be kind of reaching out to it's crowdfunding is what we're doing. Yeah.
Do they go to a website or anything? Or?
They have a website. I'm working on my profile for them right now.
All right, so it's still a little early. Still,
yeah, it's
right?
a little early for them.
Mark Norman just killing it. Where are you going to be, Mark?
Hey, I'm at the back booth in Orlando on the 5th. It's like a fun rock club, and then I'm at the Home Field Comedy Club in Miami on the 6th and 7th of November, and come on out to that. And then I'm at the Boston Comedy Festival on the 10th and 11th.
11th and 12th, I think.
11th and 12th, thank you.
Mark. Just get that right for you.
Sorry.
It's marknormandcomedy.com for these dates. Mark is hilarious. Very good stand-up. And Jimmy's got a bunch of things going on as well.
Just North Carolina coming up in 2 weeks, and then Erie, Pennsylvania, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Scottsdale, Louisville, and Vegas just was announced, but it doesn't go on sale till my tour does, and so why am I mentioning it?
Do you guys ever make it to Salt Lake City?
More with Opie and Jim after this. We're back with Opie and Jim.
And Mark Norman today.
Yo.
And gold medal winner Kaitlyn Farrington.
Whoop, whoop.
You like that, right?
Oh, yeah. It's always a good tagline with my name.
Do you still travel with the medal?
Yep.
You do? Still?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I have it in New York with me because I am doing an event here tonight.
Right.
And so, I mean, people have been seeing it lately, and they're like, oh my gosh, your medal's beat up. I'm like, it's just adding character, okay? It's been a lot of places.
What is going on with the medal that it's getting all beat up?
It ends up at a lot of parties, I guess.
Just dropping it in a drunken...
Yeah.
Or the other, I use it as a koozie sometimes, or not a koozie, but my...
like a tray?
Yeah, my tray, kind of. And people are like, what is that? Why are you doing that with your medal? I'm like, it's hard to carry two things. And you know.
Oh, boy. How long till a late night and you just pawn that thing for more beer money?
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. It's not even worth it to try and pawn it.
Have you ever left it behind and went, oh, my God?
No, never done that.
Oh,
I feel like it's, one of those things that's heavy enough that I realize if it's missing out of my pocket.
Yeah, you don't want to leave that in an Uber.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people end up selling their medals. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of you guys don't make the money after the Olympics.
Well, we have to pay taxes on our medals.
What?
Right.
I had to pay $10,000 this year on my medal.
Jesus.
Every year?
No, just the year that we get it.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that unbelievable? You win a gold
Disgusting.
medal for the country, and then you got to pay $10,000 in taxes.
Insanity.
And the amount of money the Olympics makes, they should probably go, you know what, why don't we pay the taxes for these guys?
For you.
They're making billions off the games.
Yeah, well, and for us, because the U.S., we're non-government funded, which is the hardest part because it's all by donations. And so for us, a lot of countries, they get paid by their government to live, eat, so they can train and stuff and not have to worry about stuff. But for us, it's totally different. And yeah, so it kind of sucks when they're like, oh yeah, here's your gold medal. And then you get the email that's like, okay, well, now just remember your taxes on this is $10,000. You're like, what?
Can you decide not to have the gold medal so you could save $10,000? That's disgusting.
That would have been a good question. Can I just give this back?
I'm not even joking.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we talked to Ronda Rousey. She was telling a similar story where, people assume you win a medal or something in the Olympics and you're all of a sudden rich.
Yeah.
It's just not the case. They basically don't take care of the Olympic athletes after they come home.
Yeah. For us, it's definitely different. And just because we're non-government funded. And so for us, it's like you're on your own, and that's been my joke because I'm like, I'm not going to be the forgotten Olympian just because I had to retire from snowboarding, and because it's like everybody's like, wait, what happened to Kaitlyn? Oh, she won, and then she just disappeared.
Right.
But
imagine if you win more than one gold medal too. I know the more medals you win, you get some nice endorsements, but there's probably some people that won a little too many medals but didn't get the endorsements and kind of got fucked with the taxes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right?
I mean, it's gnarly.
According to Americans for Tax Reform, a group supporting the bill, those in the top tax bracket like skier Ted Ligety, okay, ice dancers Merle Davis, and Charlie White or any U.S. hockey player will pay 39.6% or $9,900 on their gold medal, just like you said.
Yep.
Almost 40%.
Jesus.
While those in the bottom tax bracket will pay 10% or $2,500 for a gold. And I saw a story. Is it true Jim Craig is selling his medal?
Oh, yeah, about the
Miracle on Ice goalie.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is selling his gold medal memorabilia for $5.7 million. Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
And the memorabilia.
All right, he's going for a payday.
Yeah.
I thought he was down on his luck and said, "Oh fuck, I got to sell my gold medal now."
There's a lot of collectors. Like, I've met a bunch of collectors doing like events and stuff with people, and people have been like, "Hey, if you ever want to sell your medal to me, like, I have an Olympic room," or like, you know. So there's people that collect Olympic memorabilia, and so I've been offered to add to somebody's room of things, but it was too soon. I was like, no, this is my medal right now.
How much do they want to buy it for?
Yeah.
How much do they want to buy it for?
He didn't ever say how much.
It
but
sounds
he
creepy.
did just-
Like, I'll take your medal, or I don't know, if you want to give me your fingernails, I'll take those too.
Or your Olympic underpants. I buy those. Or maybe my pillow in them.
Maybe you could drop a duty and I'll put it in a jar. Put it in my Olympic room.
I have a special box
You have met the creeps doing your sport, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of creeps do you get as a snowboarder?
Well, I mean, there's just, there's super fans. One of those things, I mean,
that is nice.
I don't know.
They're just nice people.
I've been asked to be married a couple of times. I'm pretty. People have asked me to go to prom a lot. I think I'm pretty popular in the high school ages.
That's
I had
a new
some
thing.
kid ask
Have
me.
you gone?
What?
See, I'm just the opposite. I've asked a lot of high school girls if I can go to the prom. Why don't you take me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, people have asked me, I forget, somebody was like on Instagram, like, I'll fly you out to Boston so we can go on a date. Like, just random things like that.
Did you do it?
But no.
You should have. You should have done it one time.
Did you do the prom?
Yeah, what if I show up and it's some serial killer going to take me out into the woods?
It's a high school kid.
Probably.
You should
He
say,
just wants to try to get some finger popping done.
say meet me at the
He's not
top of
gonna
the
kill you.
summit.
Yeah,
if you can make
at
it.
the top of the summit.
Then maybe I'll
then
give you a handy.
consider.
Yeah. There was another article, 4 gold medalists that had to sell their medals. Those are the sad stories,
I know.
man.
They had to sell them just to live.
Yeah.
Oof. Or when the guy loses his, WWE belt in a divorce, and the wife has it.
Yeah.
Wow, Mark Wells, who was in the U.S., was he one of the Miracle on Ice guys or no?
I don't remember all the names of the
1980, I think that was Miracle on Ice.
That is
here,
definitely
yeah.
Miracle on Ice. I don't remember Mark Wells, though. Let's see. He sold the medal to a private collector who in turn sold it through an auction house for $310,000. Yeah, because that's a big one. The Miracle on Ice gold medal.
Yeah.
That's probably like one of the top ones that for a collector. I can't think of a gold medal that's more important than that one.
Klitschko as well, huh? Klitschko from '96. I didn't realize it was that many years
my
ago.
gold medal.
$1 million. He auctioned off his prize earlier this year for earning $1 million for the Klitschko Brothers Foundation. Oh, okay. But that's for kids.
Yeah.
Right. He's got money and he's the heavyweight champion now. So
Yeah.
He put his gold medal on eBay in 2004.
Oh, my gosh.
This is Anthony Irvin. He was a 50-meter freestylist in the 2000 Sydney Games. Put it on eBay, donating the $17,100 it earned to victims of the Indian Ocean tsunami.
That's nice.
He's just a nice guy.
That's a nice man.
Her medal, who's this? Oh, God, no. Who wants to try this Polish name?
Otilia
Jedrzak.
Her medal from the 200-meter butterfly went for more than $80,000 and benefited a Polish charity that helps kids that have leukemia. So these are not people
They're not selling them to benefit.
No, these people are doing very nice things.
Who's the last one?
You got to find the ones that are heartbreaking, where they're just trying to pay rent or they got a drug habit. I've seen those stories over the years. They're just horrible.
Tommy Smith, one of 2 American men who silently raised a glove. In the Black Power salute when they won. Despite the medal's significance, he put it on the auction block twice. Him and his wife, they started TommySmith.com. It featured an auction. They're selling the mirror. They wanted $500,000. He admitted the odds of someone ponying up that much were probably smaller than a mustard seed. The odds, he's right. 10 years later, he relaunched it. This time, starting at $250. Many speculated he needed the money to live, but the co-writer of his autobiography didn't think so. He said, I worry with this news getting out now that everyone's going to get that impression. He wanted to fund a youth initiative. I read something, an article recently about the white guy in that photo.
Oh,
There's
yeah?
a third guy in that photo. It's the two black athletes and the white athlete who's from another country. And the athlete, that guy, the foreigner, is one who suggested they each wear one glove because they wanted to do something with where they raised their fist, but they only had one pair of gloves. And he's like, why don't you each wear one? And he, I forget what, but he actually was very instrumental in that. And I don't know if he got flack when he got back to his country or something, but he kind of got overshadowed. He's in such a famous photo.
Oh, wow.
And no one ever talks about him.
That's because he doesn't have the glove.
Yeah, maybe.
He was like, they didn't like him over there, so we'll
And the
leave
poor
him
white
out.
guy, he's got his bronze, and he just wants to enjoy his moment. He's part of this picture.
Right.
He was like, dang.
White people don't really have a hand sign.
Yeah.
We have the Heil. That's
We have
it.
and the thumbs up.
The
which
thumbs
is,
up,
We got
yeah.
the thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good with the thumbs up.
Right.
That was a good moment,
Served us
though.
well. That's
a great photo, man.
That's a powerful photograph right there.
Mm-hmm.
I just did this fundraiser 2 weeks ago, maybe, in San Francisco, and it was sweet because I was on it, or Michael Phelps was there, and Michael Phelps was like the guy who inspired my Olympic dream when I was 11. I remember seeing him in the 2000 Olympics, and he walked in the room, and I literally fully fanned out, like, couldn't even speak to him, and like, people were like, Kaitlyn, go say hi. I was like, I can't yet, just give me 10 minutes, I gotta recollect myself. And then at first I was really nervous that I was completely gonna scare him away because I fully geeked out and was like, you inspired my Olympic dream, blah blah blah. But it turns out he was actually really nice, and it was pretty fun.
You won a gold medal.
Yeah, you're part of the club.
You're part of the club.
Yeah. So
But he was
people were
cool.
like, don't be nervous. And I was like, he's going to think I'm a weirdo. Like,
No.
it was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
You chatted with him?
Yep. Chatted with him. I couldn't tell him we were on a panel together, so I couldn't fully geek out on him by himself. I was like, okay, I have a great story I gotta tell you, but I gotta wait. And it was actually awesome. I took my own posters that I had for him to sign for me. People were like, all right, Kaitlyn, you might be going a little too far. You're an Olympian too. And I was like, but
It's fun to geek out like that once in a while. It's
yeah,
all right.
I had to.
Did he buy weed off you?
No, but I did ask him about his bong photos.
Yeah.
He enjoys a good bong photo.
Yeah, come on.
Yes, there you go.
I mean, that was my parents' joke the entire time. My parents were like, Kaitlyn, don't pull a Michael Phelps. Don't pull a Michael Phelps. I'm like, Mom, Dad, come on. I'm not that dumb.
Just that some jerk off would photograph him at a party and sell the picture. People are fucking twats.
I know.
It's just like the Scotty Lego incident in 2010 when he had the medal around his waist and the girl was biting it and he got kicked out. They kicked him out of the village. He had to fly home. He couldn't do this photo.
That got him kicked out?
That got him kicked out.
Out of the
He couldn't-
village?
He couldn't be
I
a
never
part
heard
of
about
clothing
this one.
ceremonies. And
Why?
Google Scotty Lego Lago.
Yeah, kick her out.
Yeah. Well, and I think that woman actually ended up working for TMZ or something. Like it was totally set up or something.
But
weird.
the photo's not even that bad.
No.
It's being silly. The hell, yeah. We all know
No, it
you
wasn't bad at all. And the funny thing is, we all have redone that photo as jokes. So we're all like, let's Scotty Lego this one.
What goes on in these Olympic villages for real? Is it a lot of partying in between events?
Well, okay, so while
a lot
I
of
was
hooking
there,
up, I hear?
I didn't stay in the Olympic Village because when we showed up, they didn't have enough room for all of us. And so we actually got really lucky and ended up at this really nice hotel that literally we checked in and they're like, well, do you mind waiting an hour while your paint dries in your room? You're like, okay. And
as you're getting ready for the Olympics, it's crazy you have to deal with anything.
Yeah.
Also, you're waiting for your room because the paint's drying, and you're like, do you understand I'm going for a medal in a couple days?
And it was really funny because I don't even think, I didn't even go in the athlete village. And I don't think they were allowed booze, so everybody was sneaking in vodka and water bottles, and they were trying to keep it pretty tight. But I mean, everyone's out there to party too.
But that,
like, it's part of being an Olympian. You gotta go. You get to go meet all of the other country, all the other Olympians. And so, I mean, the people that don't go out and party, you're like, come on, really? You're taking it this seriously? Like, this contest that comes around every 4 years, you're gonna like really take it this seriously?
But that's youth, because you know you guys are all going for medals and you're partying your asses off. I've heard over the years, it's not only the athletes that their event is done and they're just hanging out because it's a good party. I've heard the stories where it's guys and girls getting wrecked almost the night before their event.
Yep. I mean,
in the Olympics.
I love
some
that.
people just, I mean,
but
like
that's
for
youth
us,
where you can
my
bounce
event
back,
wasn't
you know?
until, I didn't start riding until 1 p.m. So, I mean, I had a few bevies before. I was like, I got time. Like, I think every night at our hotel there was a bar, and we were like
the night before
the
night before?
What?
The night before you won the gold medal?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Unbelievable.
That's America.
You know, you can't take it too
God
seriously.
bless you.
Like.
No, you have to. It's the Olympics. It's not like...
But if you take it too seriously and you don't do well, like, you're going to come to that fact of, like, you're either going to be so crushed that, you know, it's like every 4 years. So you're going to be crushed that you didn't get what you wanted. And I don't know. I mean, I learned that in 2010 because I was trying to make the Olympic team, but I didn't make it. And I thought my life was over. But then I realized a couple months later, I was like, I wasn't even ready to like embark on being at the Olympics. You know, I just wasn't there for snowboarding. And so I was glad I had the round where I missed out on going. But then in 2014, I knew what to expect more. And I had a lot less pressure on myself.
God, good for you. I do a stupid radio show and I don't drink the night before. I can't imagine getting ready for your Olympic event and partying it up. It's amazing to me.
Yeah, do you hit it hard on the weekends or anything?
No, I'm not a big party really.
Oh, okay.
I party, but without booze. Party with laughter.
Party with laughter.
There was a time, but when I hit like 30, 31, 32-ish, that was it for me. For as far as real partying goes.
Gotcha.
No, man, it catches up to you.
Oh, yeah. I get them back.
I mean, I'll have a few beers on the weekend here and there, but not every weekend.
He has a drinking problem. His alcoholism is affecting everything he does.
I gotcha.
First thing in the morning. Drink.
You know, everybody has some sort of drinking problem, I've realized.
Good old Kaitlyn.
I've recently realized my drinking problem. But it's all in fun and games.
You're 25.
Yeah.
That would be a great sponsor, like a liquor sponsor. You drink and then still win, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if they would allow that.
I guess Cornflakes dropped Phelps after the weed thing.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
It's the only time you want to eat that shitty cereal when you're high.
Exactly.
Guy wins Olympic gold medals, but they don't want him because he smoked pot. Fuck cornflakes.
He's got 18 of them, too.
Does he have 18?
I think he's got 18 medals. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 10,000 per medal. What is that math real fast? Help me out. 180,000, right? $180,000 on his fucking medals.
Oh, so 22 medals, 18
22,
are gold.
so 220,000.
I don't think he's that unattractive. That was like the big joke. He's such a retard. He doesn't
No,
look
that was another
bad.
guy. Was that him or the other guy?
That's Phelps.
No, but I mean who that joke was about. Maybe it was.
I think it was Phelps.
But the guy's won so many medals for the country, and that's how they treat him. What a fucking asshole.
I know.
Yeah.
Same with Tiger Woods. Buick took the sponsorship away from Tiger Woods after he got caught cheating.
Well, he got caught cheating 100 times, though.
It just kept coming up.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not Cosby.
Mark, I kind of understand where you're heading with this, but it wasn't one
They should have a
isolated incident.
Buick commercial with him fucking a chick in the
There you
back.
go, right on the hood of the car.
And a woman walking by pretending to be his wife and not noticing. Like, that's how good Buick is.
Yes.
They look at the car, they don't even notice if you're fucking someone in the back seat.
That's a great ad.
I think it was the number that the people had the problem with at the end.
I see.
And cornflakes is the last shitty cereal.
Ugh.
I don't know who the fuck still buys cornflakes when you have all that variety now.
Yeah.
In this cereal aisle. Why
Yeah.
would you reach for the cornflakes?
I don't even know if I've walked down the cereal aisle in a while.
You got it. It's beautiful.
That's a great
It's been a
aisle.
while.
Cheerios alone has like 10 different freaking
Yeah, they
flavors
got the chocolate, the yogurt covered.
No way. right.
Oh, stop it! I'm putting on weight just listening. I'm teasing.
Well, the thing about Cheerios, they finally said, "Fuck it."
Yeah,
we're losing out to all these other sugary treats, so they're all in. They got dark chocolate Cheerios,
we gotta go in. I mean,
they have
I
apple.
can't lie. Honey Nut Cheerios still my faves.
I love Honey Nut.
Yeah,
Cheerios is ripping off Apple Jacks. They got an apple cinnamon Cheerios. Look at this.
They got a Fruit Loops thing going.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Why don't they just stop it?
They're stealing everyone else's cereals.
I know. God bless them.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
They call it Fruity Cheerios. Yeah. They finally had it.
They're sponsored by Carlos Mencia. That was an old
let's think
reference.
of the best snacks.
He was at the cellar last night.
There is Frosted Cheerios.
What time?
I was thinking Frosted Flakes.
1:30 a.m.
Did he go?
Ouch. No, everybody's like, "You want to go on?" He's like, "Nah," and he just watched everyone and left. Creepy.
Oh.
He just wanted to check it out, I guess.
Carlos?
Yeah.
Mm.
It was odd.
You know Carlos?
No. I just saw the photo, though. But I know who of him.
He's a funny guy. He destroyed on our virus tour. Holy fuck. Threw the mic down. He was getting a lot of shit leading up to that, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, watch what I could do."
Right.
Oh,
He
that's
fucking
awesome.
destroyed.
He was at Gotham. He headlines Gotham a lot.
Yeah.
Last time I threw the mic down, it was in karaoke, and I got kicked out of the bar for throwing the mic. Escorted out right away.
That's when you show the gold medal.
Right.
You're not using that gold medal properly.
That is true.
You're paying for snowboarding. You're getting kicked out of karaoke bars.
Right.
What was the song you sang?
The Ballroom Blitz.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got to drop the mic on that.
Yeah, by the end.
Wait, brain fart. No, I know, but who sings it?
Because there's a man in the mic.
It doesn't matter, I guess.
I don't remember.
I think it's Natalie Imbruglia.
Oh, sweet. Of course it's sweet. Thank you. Sweet.
Yep. It's a great karaoke one. I'm also a big fan of Benny and the Jets for karaoke because you just really get to get into the Benny. It's pretty good.
I hated that song. I love Elton John, but I hate that song. Benny the Jets.
In karaoke, you can really get into it.
Yeah.
I just figured out Kaitlyn Farrington by her karaoke songs.
Yeah.
For real, yes.
Oh, interesting.
She starts with Ballroom Blitz because that's a lot of work. That's a fast pace. You got to be on your game. End of the night. Benny.
Exactly.
Just slowing it down.
What are you saying?
I'm a terrible singer, too.
You're not doing Ballroom Blitz at the end of the night, is my point.
Yeah.
Are you saying opiate addiction? What are you saying?
She's got a few in her, and now she's got to slow it down with some Benny and the Jets. And then throws the mic down, says, "I'm out of here before you kick me the fuck out."
Yeah, fuck you and
That's
your
my
labia.
excuse for leaving the bar. Just throw the mic down and then...
Nice. It's a great way to get out of paying your tab.
Yeah.
If you got a big tab, just throw the mic down and be like, out of here.
You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, we got terrible news.
Oh, God.
Out of Africa, terrible news.
Oh, thank God.
Lion turns the tables on illegal hunters by killing man looking to shoot him.
I think that's terrible news.
This is terrible news.
Was it a dentist?
Huh?
Was it a dentist?
Authorities reported a group of 5 men hunting. I was joking.
I know.
Of course. Okay.
So was I.
I wasn't sure. Authorities reported a group of 5 men hunting without licenses was attacked by the big cat at a private game farm near the Kruger. This guy's name, who I can't pronounce, was killed along with 2 dogs who were accompanying the group. Local police spokesman Colonel Ronald Otto said 3 men managed to climb into a tree and another managed to escape, but the deceased and 2 dogs were mauled to death.
How did 4 people with guns get chased by a lion with no weapon? Why don't you just shoot it? If you're there to shoot it and it's coming up, isn't that easier?
Yeah, turn around.
Yeah, that's why you're there. Now you have an excuse to kill it.
Yeah.
A local said there won't be many people feeling sorry for him. This is seen as poetic justice for the death of Cecil the lion.
Ugh. Come on.
Well, where you at with that big game hunting?
I mean, I don't think you should shoot lions, but, we should still...
Well, we had
still be on top.
We had Donald Trump Jr. in here. He explained his point a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. They don't look at these animals as for the most part like we do.
No.
They look at them as.
What did he say? There's like too many of them, so you got to get rid of them.
Well, they look at them as a big fucking problem.
Right.
Eating everything in sight and mauling your kids. And we go on the safaris and think they're the most amazing things, but they don't look at it that way.
It's kind of like the wolves. Idaho has a pretty big wolf problem right now because they introduced Canadian wolves back down in. And where my dad lives in Idaho, there's a pack of 20. And hunters have been going out and trying to kill them because they've been eating cows and they've been a problem for... They're just bigger than the wolves that we were used to.
How big is a wolf?
They're huge.
Massive.
I saw a picture of Gervais with one on Instagram or something. It was like, it was human height when it stood up.
What?
But on its hind legs.
Jesus.
I went to some wolf farm where they were protecting them. I think it's all these people that think they could raise wolves, and then like, holy fuck, I can't raise this thing.
This thing's
And
crazy.
so this place, I forgot where it was, but
Maybe it was Twitter.
It was in the middle of nowhere, and they have just fenced-in wolves, lots of them too, all sorts of different varieties too. But they are scary, man.
Yeah. And they're smart too.
They look, how they look at you, I'm like, fuck that, man.
And they surround you. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They do, yes. They hunt really smart.
So what does your dad do with the wolves?
Well, my dad...
Is he scared?
No, like, my dad, it's just mainly the hunters or the farms around him who have cattle. And they I know that it's kind of been a fight. It's called Muldoon Canyon where he's at, and it's just kind of been a fight because they'll like kill the wolves and then hang them to like showcase them above on posts and stuff, and
You think showcase them to people, or does that scare the wolves?
Showcase them to people.
Okay.
I think kind of like to the hunters, and it's kind of. I think they've been hiring people to try and go. Like farmers have been hiring outside, like hitmen, to go kill these wolves because
There's
they're
just
not
too many.
Yeah, there's a lot, but. It's sad, but...
You think the wolves get the hint when they see
That's what one of these swans hanging?
They're like, oh gosh, there's brother Joey.
I think that would just piss them off. I don't think they would get the hint.
They're like, go for
I
it.
think that's a regroup.
Right.
Somewhere deep in the forest, like, oh yeah.
Watch what we
Watch
can do.
what we do now.
Well, they're so dumb they'd probably think that he was doing it voluntarily. Like, oh, look at him just hanging out. Asshole. Lazy asshole. Stop it.
Get down from there.
They say coyotes are a problem in California.
Yeah, they take your dog away.
Right.
Oh.
But what's the difference between a wolf and a coyote?
Wolves
in
are
what
way
way?
bigger.
The wolves are much bigger, right?
Oh, okay.
Coyotes. Did you ever see a coyote?
No.
And come on, that's
fucking-
Californians that are afraid of these coyotes.
Coyotes are creepy.
Oh, yeah, that is small.
They're small, but they're vicious. And they work in packs.
6 feet long on a wolf.
Yeah.
That's taller than me.
6 feet long. I'm trying to remember how high.
Yeah, I've petted a few wolves, and they were always about as big as I was.
We had a program director up there in Boston, and he had a wolf.
Oh.
And it was the scariest thing. The thing was in his house. and
It was like his dog.
It was as high as my waist easily.
Wow.
2.5 feet.
And this wolf came in, smelled us all, and then just peed. He just marks his territory wherever the fuck he goes.
In the house? In the
house, in this beautiful house that Oedipus had. It was sort of in the kitchen area, if I remember correctly. Actually, right outside the kitchen, really nice hardwood floors, and this wolf is peeing his ass off because he's marking his territory again.
Oh my gosh.
They
He's like, you men in this house, that's my house.
I was scared, man. I was scared. And he was basically giving us, like, all right, don't move too crazy, be very relaxed. I'm like, well, why are we dealing with this?
Exactly.
You're like tensing up as he's talking.
And then you realize
I don't even want to be here.
Right. It's like living with a skinhead. You never know, they'll flip.
Yeah. And then he realized we weren't handling it properly, so then he put it out in the back, and you have to have a run for these wolves. So it was just like a tunnel, really.
Oh, really?
So this wolf could just run.
Google pet wolf.
2 laps.
I'm looking up pet wolf photos on my phone.
No.
They're pretty fucking cool, man. There's a woman with a black wolf on the second one in. Or just go to images. Where is she? Oh, for the love of Eve. I don't know where there she is down there. What a great...
Oh my God.
That's a wolf? I guess.
Holy
Look at the paws on that thing.
Get out of here.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Is that a wolf?
I'm guessing it is. Yeah, look at the eyes.
Hybrid?
That's a fucking wolf.
Damn.
It looks kind of like a wolf in the eyes, but then...
And giant paws.
That's giant.
Let me see. Is that animals are coming, blah, 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 research public. Are they good pets? Oh, you're right, hybrid. Technically, the term is correct. This hybrid implies result of many two different species. Is that a wolf and a dog? I wonder who the top in that relationship was. Fucking big wolf dick inside a sheepish little dog. All right.
Oedipus was trying to educate on us. I believe most are hybrids, so you get the calmness of a dog sort of in there. But he went all out. He went, no, I could handle an actual wolf. I think. Because now I'm not sure if it's even legal up there.
Can they be good pets?
I'm trying to remember all this.
Can they be good pets or no?
Oedipus thought so. This thing scared the fuck out of us, man. I mean,
Maybe a good hunting dog, too.
We looked into its gorgeous blue eyes, and we're like, fuck, this thing wants to eat us.
Yeah.
But no, thank you.
This thing wants to maul me.
And what do you feed that thing? I'm sure it's
This is so
ton
many
of food.
So many years ago. I'm trying to remember. It just seemed like it was way too much of a hassle.
You just go to the pet stores, get rabbits, throw them in the tunnel.
Okay,
no,
I was like, I bought it.
Wolf hybrids are not the perfect pets. They require, you have to have an advanced understanding of wolf behavior, which I do have. And there's a special containment and nutrition. You got to have a willingness to put up with the mass destruction that they're capable of. So I guess they really fuck your house up and piss all over.
They definitely piss all over because they're all about marking their territory way more than cats and other animals.
What happens is they retain the wolf's primitive instincts, but they lose the wild wolf's fear of humans. So that's an unpredictable and dangerous animal. The hybrids can also challenge their owners for dominance, and that results in serious injury to the person, obviously. Even a defensive bite with no intent to harm can cause a serious problem. So you can't raise a wolf because they have those deep instincts.
Yeah.
I've raised a couple, but again, I have a wolf knowledge.
Yeah.
I would love to talk to someone that has raised a wolf.
I have. And I would say, sit, wolf! Sit, wolf!
As it runs at you and jumps on your face.
No, wolf!
You hear a pan flute in the background.
You have to state what the animal is. That's what they like that. Quiet, wolf! And they just curl up in a fearful ball.
Look,
And pee all over.
Yes.
I went to this place, and it was filled with wolves that people couldn't handle anymore. Mostly hybrids. And then they had a few that were, not hybrid.
Well, and that's the
And they had to
saddest
keep them
part.
separated, I remember, too.
You see all the people are like, I want a wolf hybrid. This is going to be awesome. And then they get them, and then they're like, I can't even take care of it.
Now you're
So they
hiding
just
in your own house.
Yeah.
right.
The damn thing is
locking
hunting
yourself
you.
in the bathroom. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Just get a small dog and pet it.
Yeah. Small dog.
So the deputy at the school got fired over that incident.
Yes, he did.
Did you see that video?
I can't see one angle that justified, even though she was an annoying, fucking awful student.
Right.
I can't see one video that justified the way he threw it out.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
she wasn't a threat.
I didn't know it was a girl either until I read the actual article. I thought it was a dude.
Well, the guy definitely was getting frustrated because she was not listening whatsoever.
Yeah, she sucked. She definitely sucked.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that justifies throwing her down like that.
Right. No, that was a body slam.
Just drag the whole desk out.
Yeah.
That would have been more embarrassing. Just drag the entire desk into the hallway.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that.
While she's sitting in it.
Well, she's. Oh my.
Here's the video. There's slamming
Oh my
yanks her
God.
out, and then
That's pretty violent.
That's a girl.
I like how this guy too
Doesn't give a
sitting
fuck.
on the computer is like.
Look, if that happened at my school growing up, I would be freaked the fuck out at
course.
everyone else. This guy's not even looking up from his
Yeah,
phone. It's like,
no, but
this
everybody's
is just an
just like,
average
oh,
day at my
casual.
shitty school.
He's grabbing
Just
her.
another day at their shitty school.
Right.
Exactly.
What was the offense, by the way? What did she do?
She was just,
Where
they
cops
asked
had
her to come in. She wouldn't get off her phone, or she wouldn't stop, and she was being probably a bitch. And so they called for the school, they called the administrators, and they called that cop in who worked. So she was being shitty, but it's like just being shitty. And they're like, well, she threw a punch at him, but he already had her around the neck.
Yeah, he was already like at her desk grabbing her.
She's sitting in the desk, and again, she's being shitty, but then they're drawing arrows like it's the fucking Zapruder film. And look at him right there. He grabs the pant leg. Look,
Right.
the bottom line is, I don't care why he grabbed her like that. You just got to pull the whole desk out and then just,
And let's remember, it was really tough to get into those desks.
Yeah.
In school. You had to squeeze in
You're
there.
like squeezing
Not the
in,
easiest
trying
thing to
get
get
on
out
the
of.
side.
Right.
Can't be that hard. It's hard to get ripped out of them too.
Yeah.
Next time you should just go in and pistol whip.
Yeah, or mace her.
Right.
This person says it looks like he was just trying to pull her out, but she kicks herself back.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. He's like fully wrapped around her.
He was trying to pull her out. I don't think he meant to slam her that hard, to be honest. I really do think he was just trying to yank her out of the desk and get her out of there.
Right.
And what else do you do when they say, can you help with this person, and she won't get up? Now you've said, can you remove her?
Yeah.
I just think he handled it poorly.
Yeah, he went too far.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Wait, can you stop this? You got to go back and see the girl behind. I don't mean to laugh, but look, she's trying to mind her own business.
Yeah.
And then watch, she look at what she does with her hand. She's like, oh my God. She's trying to cover her eyes.
Oh, wow.
Covering her eyes. It's like, I
oh,
can't.
no.
Or she's realizing that her friends are filming her.
And this is before.
She's like, oh, I don't need to be in this.
Well, this is before the body slam, so she knows, oh boy, this isn't going to end well.
Maybe this has happened to this girl before.
She's covering her eyes.
As you're going through slow motion, he still has a job. No, he doesn't. You can see exactly where his job ends.
Her eyes still covered as the girl hits her desk, too.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Boy.
Well, I think it's when the desk flipped, and then
he drags her out.
That makes it tough to defend yourself on this
But
one.
the NAACP down there is saying it's racial and white students don't have to deal with this. I don't think it was. The guy's dating a black girl. I certainly don't think he's a racist.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that changes things.
That's what I've been told. I mean, that's what, but he still didn't handle it well.
Well, that's why he did it, because he hates his wife, probably.
But
they've always got to bring that card into everything, if it's a white guy to a black girl or vice versa.
But Raven-Symoné is defending him.
Oh, she hates blacks.
Who is she? She basically she's on The View. She's
That's so Raven.
She's black?
Cosby
one of the
Show.
Cosby.
That's her. Okay.
She
Olivia.
She's basically saying you got to follow the rules.
Tonight, the officer in this video out of a job.
I'm going to follow the rules from the person with that haircut.
What did you guys think about today's show on live television?
Wow.
Great. We had how many acts of Hot Topics did we have today?
Hold on. What is
We got too many things going on. Too many windows opened up there.
Computer
I'm
overload.
trying to figure that out. I want to see what she says about this.
Yeah.
You think you got it fixed?
Hey, everybody! Hey! We are here on the after show.
She's got quite the
what did you
hairdo.
guys think about today's show on live television?
I thought it was great. We had how many acts of Hot Topics did we have today?
Oh, God, we can't listen to this whole thing.
Beyonce. I have to follow Beyonce. It's
Mean to be funny, or is it Instagram?
investigation. And
here we go.
while you follow, let's move on to the next topic. A South Carolina deputy is being investigated after a viral video of him went berserk. He's yanking a female high school student down to the ground from her desk, and he's being assigned to other duties during the investigation. And Brian,
just like still at their desk, working on their computer.
Yeah, it's just a typical day. It says a lot about this school. That you're not freaked out by this.
Yeah.
what's happening?
The FBI is now investigating.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The FBI is investigating. First of all, I think we heard about this story. The girl was told multiple times
to get off of her
phone. Get off the phone. There's no right or reason for him to be doing this type of harm. That's ridiculous. But at the same time, you got to follow the rules in school. First of all, why are there cell phones in school? This shouldn't even be a problem to begin with, and he should have been acting like that on top of it.
So what did she say wrong? She gave a balanced answer.
Yeah.
People suck. People just fucking stink.
I don't know if she's getting. Is she getting heat for what
Yes,
she said?
yes,
oh, she
of
is.
course.
Okay. I didn't know that.
You're not allowed to disagree.
There's some good logic there.
Yeah.
She's, saying the guy went a little too far as trying to remove her.
Right.
And the girl is shitty. And the girl was shitty.
Yeah.
She was shitty. She's on her phone and she's not listening to get off. She's shitty.
Yeah, a lot of people blow off the other part of these stories always. Sure. Because, what he did is, wow, you're like, man. But she was being shitty.
Her hairdo stinks, by the way, so she's wearing a Davy Crockett hat. That fucking dumb blonde hairdo is awful.
She decided to dye her raccoon.
Yeah. Gee, I never knew Davy Crockett was so fat.
Looks like she put a wig just halfway on her head.
Yeah, it's awful.
Didn't commit to it and pull it down.
Is that the best delivery by a kid in TV history? That fucking Honeymooners? That kid, I never knew Davy Crockett was so fat. Oh my God, Gleason in his raccoon hat.
Yeah.
Good God, was that a fucking amazing ending?
That was good.
Oh, goodness.
Raven-Symoné. This is the View, or this is after the View?
After the View. It's the aftermath of the View.
I really feel like they need to do more.
I know. That's what I don't get.
They're like, we're just going to review the View.
When 1 hour of cuntiness isn't enough.
All right.
I'd like to live in a life before the View.
Horrible.
That's too awesome.
So that guy definitely, he's done, right?
Yes, he was fired.
There should be a cop bar
for all the cops that
get
like,
fired for
strictly
beating.
You can only enter if you're on the list of cops that have fucked up in some way.
Darren Wilson's the bartender.
Yeah.
And no one gives a shit news. Phil Collins came out of retirement yesterday.
Oh, he was retired?
Oh, yeah, he was retired.
Exactly.
We were actually just talking about him the other day, and the guy who came up with that drum part in the middle of In the Air Tonight,
right?
that guy was genius to like bring this slow song and then just turn it right around midway.
Yeah. I can't hear that song without thinking of Rebecca De Mornay. Is that her name?
Sure.
In Risky Business?
Sure.
Oh.
No, not Risky Business. Yeah, Risky Business.
I
on
think
the
it was
train.
Risky Business.
Yeah,
they fuck on the train.
I think it was Tangerine Dream they used.
I can feel it coming in the air.
I know they do a lot of
the song. Yes, that seems like do.
Hold on.
Okay. I know they used some Tangerine Dream in there as well.
That was a good movie.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Joe Pantoliano.
Yeah. Joey Pants.
Thank you.
I saw him in an audition one time.
Oh, wow.
I was really depressed that he lost the audition. Him and Dominic Chianese were in the same audition.
Jesus.
We had him in once.
He's so
Yes.
good.
We had Joey in once.
A lovely actor.
Yeah. He's an interesting fella, to say the least. But Phil Collins is out of retirement. My God.
I didn't even know he retired.
He's going to be selling that Grammy.
And, yep. He's going to come back for his, like, re-tour or whatever. He's like, okay, here we go. He needed to make some more money real quick.
Yeah, sounds like it.
What's this penis drawing you just had up there?
Ooh, I love a dick drawing.
Teacher's in trouble for drawing a penis, what, on a kid's paper or something? I mean, you want to say everything should be okay. We all had cool teachers growing up, but you got to know you're going to get in trouble for this shit nowadays.
Well, let's see the circumstance.
All right.
Watch.
To a female student, they would take this totally serious.
What would you do if you found out your child's teacher drew an explicit image on their assignment?
Penis.
Tonight, one parent is not laughing at what some might say is a teacher's attempt
What, she was just
at humor.
correcting and it's
She's
just
urging
like,
the
not
El Paso
even...
Huh? What'd you say?
Oh, I was saying like she's just correcting his paper and it's not even really a penis, but everyone's like just interpreting it.
It's like a Rorschach.
Are we looking at the penis now, you think?
Oh, yeah, that's the shaft.
She doesn't know how to draw a good penis.
Yeah.
It's a whale dick.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little swollen.
A little weird.
School district to take action.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on ABC 7 at 10. I'm Rick Cabrera.
Hey, Rick.
And I'm Ashley Rodriguez in for Estela Casas. An El Paso ISD parent was shocked by what she says a Chapin High teacher drew on her son's class assignment. We looked into what happened. It's a story you'll see only on ABC.
Oh, thank God you guys got the story.
Exclusive.
Gives a fuck.
I'm an educator myself, so I was like, there's no way the teacher really did this.
According to parent Sandra Green,
Home of the
El Paso
Huskies, indeed.
ISD, it happened. They say Chapin High language arts teacher
Oh, hello.
Kim Judowski.
Oh, wait, let's slow down a little
Hot
bit.
nerd
Hey, I like her.
You can draw a cock on my homework whenever you want.
And she's an art teacher.
Yes.
That's acceptable art.
Right. Art teachers are kooky.
Arts teacher Kim Judowski drew a penis across the student's assignment because he wasn't doing anything in class. If you get the metaphor, Green says she discovered the picture on her son's social media. Shocked, she asked him about it.
I didn't want to believe it.
Green says she emailed Judowski, who Green says admitted to drawing it.
She admitted embarrassing the children rather than punishing them.
I reached out to Judowski, a 14-year teacher at Chapin, to get her side of the story. She and her attorney both declined to comment.
She was busy drawing a cunt on a blackboard.
She's not going to
She's
talk
like,
about
really,
this.
I wanted to be...
And they show her fucking email address, but they block out something. The subject, which is penis. They can't show the word fucking penis.
Yeah.
Sorry, I drew a penis on your... Yeah, probably.
We should email her.
Yeah, everybody's...
But they kept the word green in there. That's a little creepy.
Green with envy.
What?
Phallic shape.
A phallic shape.
All right.
Wow.
Keep going with
As
this.
Judowski apologized, though, in an email, saying, I'm sorry your son took offense, and I totally understand if you would like to meet with an administrator and have him moved. Green says EPISD told her Juzowski would not be removed from the school.
Their reasoning for her staying in the classroom is because she admitted it. Had she denied it, she would have been removed from the school immediately. But because she admitted it, they're saying that shows that she's willing to change.
I reached out to EPISD.
And that's not good enough for Sandra now, is it?
Right.
I could tell by her tone. Sometimes that's good enough. Sorry.
I drew a dick on your kid's homework.
But you have a teacher that's been there for 14 years.
Right.
Relax, Sandra.
Exactly.
I reached out to EPISD, which responded with a statement. The teacher has acknowledged the inappropriate behavior in class. The incident is being dealt with administratively. We're working to accommodate the request of the parent and what's best for the student. Green has requested her son be transferred.
Oh, my God.
What?
That was cunty mom. Lighten up.
Is this the mom, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
If it was a man teacher doing it to a female student, they would take this totally serious.
That's true.
That's a good point.
But your son...
Because
Oh, you God, this is ridiculous. Your son don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's like, he thinks
in a
it's
weird
hilarious.
way,
He's Snapchatting it like, check out what my teacher did.
In a weird way, there's it's a double standard. If it was a male teacher with a female student, that everyone would give more of a fuck.
Yeah.
But your kid doesn't care.
Or if the student
he
drew
thought it was hilarious.
If the student drew it and gave it to the teacher, he'd probably get in trouble.
Yes,
sure.
It's a pecker.
Relax, Sandra.
Look at this thick pecker.
Just a wee-wee.
This pecker I drew.
Yeah.
totally serious. But because it's the other way around, I do think that they're letting the light side go on it, and I just want him out of the environment and moving forward.
Yeah, the real loser here is the student.
Green tells me she's filed a grievance to get her son transferred to another school with transportation provided.
Another
she says
school?
The district
Get a
told
hold
her
of yourself.
that has to go before the school board to be approved. The process could take more than a month.
Provided.
Would it be good enough to not be in her class anymore?
Yeah.
How about you
get? Like, okay, we'll transfer you.
We'll flirt with her because she owes you one now.
Right.
Yeah, or you'd want to stay because then she'd probably give you good grades.
She's a guller. She likes fat dicks. She's a good girl.
Also, all the other kids are going to want to get in her class.
Yeah, every homework assignment, you're just drawing a big penis on the front, and that's all you do.
Yeah.
And you're fucking up your kid because now he's got to leave the school and all his friends and stuff.
Right.
Sandra, relax. It's going to be okay.
Now she's like, I need him transferred into my school because I'm a teacher, so I can take close watch.
She's obviously the cool teacher. We all had that cool teacher.
Yeah.
But she realized she went too far and quickly tried to, make good.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this world stinks. Really just stinks.
You can get in trouble for anything these days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was another one. I think it was a carrot or something. What was the carrot story, Paul? I forgot about that, but a kid, I don't know if we have it on our sheets anymore, but somebody got in trouble because of a carrot in school or something.
It's a weapon?
I think so.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
I think that was the one, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Or wasn't there something, too, recently that somebody got teacher duct taped a student's mouth? Or something.
But that stuff used to go on when we were going through school.
Oh, yeah.
And no one
get
gave
the
us
slaps on the wrist, too.
Nothing. He threw a carrot at a middle school teacher, and they thought that was a weapon. So there's a big fuck. Yeah, here's the story. It's in the same vein. So.
It's organic.
Thank you, Chelsea. New at 11,
weapon.
a mother tells CBS 6 Problem Solvers that she's upset that her daughter has been out of school for an entire month because she threw a carrot at her teacher, and she's potentially facing charges of assault and battery. Our John Burkett spoke to the student and investigates why this process is taking so long.
Exhibit A, a baby carrot.
It's a dick photo I've tweeted.
It's just it's an inch and 3/4. It looks like.
Yeah,
it is nothing.
That's
Yeah.
a good piece.
It's like a carrot bite.
And it's thin too.
Yep.
And uncircumcised.
Unclipped carrot.
There might be a bite at the end, but...
Yeah.
Investigates why this process is taking so long.
Exhibit A, a baby carrot. The weapon used according to school disciplinary paperwork and an assault and battery of a moody middle school teacher.
Yeah, like for a middle schooler, assault and battery.
Although if you throw a carrot at a teacher, aren't you kind of a shitty student? Who the fuck would throw a carrot at their teacher?
True, but I mean,
this lady can never go to the salad bar again.
They're like, you're cut off of salad bar lunch.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be throwing, but I mean, assault and battery charges
a
possibly.
bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, I used to have paper airplanes.
Yeah.
That's true. Or pineapples I would always throw. Really hard back in the teacher's skull.
Kids are just dicks.
They are.
I want to throw a cue ball at somebody so bad.
Oh,
yeah.
You know how much a teacher would freak out if they heard it go by them and the blackboard in front of them just cracked at a cue ball?
Ooh.
How much trouble you get in for throwing a cue ball at a teacher's head?
And you're like, what? They're smaller than the other balls.
Exactly, yeah, come on.
Combat the stupidity of it.
Carrie May's 14-year-old daughter, Aaliyah, is currently suspended for launching the vegetable.
I don't understand the whole thing. She was playing. Yes, it happened.
She wasn't
they would have
playing.
called and said,
She was like, teacher.
she's in trouble. She got a couple days in school. Maybe
The graphic
even
is
day or
assault
two
with
out
a
of school,
carrot.
But this has gone beyond that. We got court. She's charged. Not small charges. She's assault and battery with a weapon.
The 14-year-old
That's
girl
hilarious.
says she had just left class and in the hallway saw a teacher that she had last year. So as part of a joke, she reached in her pocket and pulled out a baby carrot that she had stashed away at lunch. She said she tossed it towards the teacher, never thinking she'd hit her on the forehead.
It's a soft carrot.
I have a black eye from a carrot.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, good shot, exactly.
Assaulted with a carrot could be a lot worse. I was thinking,
vaginally.
Yeah, like
penetration.
stabber or something. Yeah, me too.
This is a baby carrot.
And it looks like she was just playing around.
Yeah.
But then you hit her in the forehead, and that'll piss off a teacher.
Right.
Certainly
Yeah.
will.
Sure.
May not be as offensive as a raw carrot. You don't have to have an injury for a battery. There doesn't have to be any showing that somebody was actually hurt. It just has to be offensive and unwanted touching. That's what the law says.
Henrico schools have declined to comment about the carrot case. Carrie May says the school's disciplinary review board sent this letter recently to try and get her daughter to admit guilt, adding they tastefully declined. Now mom says they await a summons to see what happens next.
This will go before a judge, and there could be legally sufficient evidence for a finding
I
of
hope
guilt
the jury's
here.
like, this is
not
just stupid.
Huh?
Like,
It's-
this is ridiculous. Bring a 14-year-old in.
There's no common sense anymore.
It's Yeah. funny.
Just sit everyone down,
Yeah.
make her apologize.
Yeah.
The teacher's got to
Exactly.
suck it up a little bit.
Yeah, just suck it up. Say you're sorry for throwing the damn carrot and move
the
on
fuck
with your
on.
life.
It's funny, we have to make problems now in this
Yeah.
country because everything's so easy that we got to make up shit.
Yep.
I stepped on a splinter. Headline news.
Somebody put it there specifically for me to step on.
Yeah. I sharded. Arby's.
Arby's, you're down.
Yeah.
No, I remember when I was in 7th grade, I had math class right after lunch, and we used to take airborns and put them in our mouth and see how long we could hold them in. And it was the gnarliest thing because our poor teacher, Miss Barber, she would just be like, really, you guys again? Because it's like 5 of us. We'd be like, okay, 1, 2, 3. I'll put it in our mouths. And you just start foaming. Like, you can't even, like, you're starting to spit out stuff everywhere. It's terrible. But it was like our huge joke. And she was just like, really again? And it was just always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, no one got hurt. Let's
Yeah,
say that
no
as
one
an
got
aside. We
hurt.
don't encourage that.
Yeah.
Clean, safe fun.
Yeah, don't encourage that.
Clean,
but-
safe fun for Kaitlyn.
Yes.
And her friends.
Not the kind of thing I think a judge would necessarily find her guilty of, but they could offer her some sort of counseling to have it taken under advisement, sort of put a carrot at the end of the stick.
And sticking out the 4-week suspension is something mom says is hard to digest.
Love the news. The other side of this student might be a real fucking problem. They probably finally had it.
Yeah, she looks like a bit of a coos.
Carrot throwing bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a sheet on their couch at home, so that might be saying a lot right there.
It's a red flag.
It might be a red flag. Look at it. It's a blanket it's a blanket covering up their couch.
Yeah.
They were getting it all nice for the news team.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is.
Like,
For the problem solvers, we got to make sure we take care of our couch.
No, it's probably, you know what it is? It's probably the couch is a weird color or something, and they're probably like, do you mind if we just drape this over this way? It's nice and easy to shoot. You guys will pop a little bit.
I'm blending in.
She'll wear her red Brooklyn shirt.
Actually, I used to have a sheet on my couch because we had couches with no seat cushions because a friend had peed on them.
Oh, I've been there.
Yep. And that was the early days of living, my broke days of living by myself, right at 18. Yep.
I've peed on many a couch.
Can't say that I have, but I've witnessed it.
Well, I was a bedwetter as a kid, and I got over it. And then when I would start drinking again, later in life, I would get plastered and wet the bed.
What was the What's the bedwetting about?
I don't know. I went to doctors and everything. They just said you sleep too deeply. And so you don't know when you have to pee and just let it out.
But your body usually takes care of that, too. Your body, where you wake up and go, oh, fuck, I gotta fucking pee now.
I had a bed.
Yeah, I have some friends that are bedwetter. I have a friend who his girlfriend gives him a blow-up mattress on the weekends.
Oh, yeah.
That he has to sleep on.
See, I've done that, and it doesn't absorb, so you just sit in it.
Yeah.
You just lay in the urine. The mattress holds it.
You're all itchy in the morning from being in your own pee.
Right, but no athlete's
Swimmer's
foot.
itch.
Yeah.
Swimmer's itch.
I would love to piss my bed. I just slept through it. That's nice.
I'll be the big spoon. I'll pee all over you. I've peed on one-night stands. It's the worst.
Did you get up and run out the next once you realized?
First you try to do what'd you do? Try to blame it on
You're like, you did this, not me. You did this.
Do they ever question it it might be them?
Sometimes, because you wake up still half drunk and they're like, oh shit, I'm sorry. But usually they're like, get the fuck out of here.
It's embarrassing.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy I haven't had that experience.
Hey, maybe tonight. Open bar.
Taylor Swift files counterclaim in groping lawsuit.
Ooh.
We brought you this story a few weeks ago. Says ex-Denver radio host lifted skirt and groped her.
Whoa.
I just don't see a DJ doing that.
Lifted her skirt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift filed a counterclaim Wednesday against a former Denver radio host who sued her after he said he lost his job because of false accusations and he was inappropriately touched her during a photo session. It must have happened if she's counter-suing or counterclaim.
Do you think that he did it thinking he was getting vibes off her or something? Like sometimes you misinterpret someone's niceness. Or maybe was he drunk? I mean, or did he not do it?
Was he miking her up?
Well, Taylor
Swift in the photo. He reached back. That's what she's saying at least.
And Taylor Swift is very friendly, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. David Mueller sued Swift in U.S. District Court in Denver in September, saying he was falsely accused by a member of her security team of grabbing the singer's butt backstage at the Pepsi Center on June 2nd. Mueller, who denied any inappropriate contact, said he was fired 2 days later from his job.
Wow.
So if some random guy grabbed my ass on the street, I can sue them?
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me right now?
Of course.
Okay. Perfect. Just start problems, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Oh, wow. According to Swift's counter-argument, Mueller claims he's the radio guy that got fired. He claims that one of his superiors at the radio station committed the alleged assault.
Oh.
Yes. But Swift accused Mueller solely.
Ooh.
Mueller.
The superior was heard saying, I got it.
Mueller newfound claim that he is the wrong guy and therefore his termination from the station was unjustified. Miss Swift knows exactly who committed the assault, he's saying. Wow.
They added that Mueller did not merely brush his hand against her while posing for the photo, but lifted up her skirt. What balls?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? She's probably the biggest music star on the planet right now.
Exactly.
You're going to grab her ass with her security there?
And lift her skirt.
What are you, fucking
Maybe
nuts?
his hand, though, is just there, and to her, it's like he's lifting up my skirt, but maybe to him, he was just brushing his hand, and the skirt went with it.
Unless that he just thought he could get away with it because it would seem incidental, and she did they call him on it there, or what the fuck happened?
A security guard did immediately, and then 2 days later, he was fired from his job.
Wait, saying the radio host's employer was given evidence after the incident and made its decision to fire him. She asked for a jury trial. Wow. Says that any money she might achieve involving the lawsuit will be donated to a charitable organization dedicated to protecting women from similar acts of sexual assault and personal disregard. Basically, what she's doing is saying, okay, you want to play games, shithead?
Right.
Yeah.
I'll sue you, and I'll look for a jury trial, which means I won't settle, which means you're going to need to spend a lot of fucking money to litigate.
Yourself.
Yeah.
So you want to play games? I'll fucking look for a jury trial, which is very expensive.
Yeah.
I've been backstage at a few shows, and it's a lot of...
Not a fan?
A lot of skeevy people.
Oh, sure.
So I don't know. I could see this as definitely possible, whether it was him or somebody else that worked at the station. We used to have.
And because at shows, too, there's a lot of volunteers, too, that are working on it.
But it was for a photo they were posing, so it's like...
We used to have a GM that would look for pot backstage. Boys, where's Ozone? I need some pot, boys. He would like to smoke the pot with the young ladies backstage. Boys. Now I'm going to get a text. He's a very successful businessman now, and he hates when I tell the old stories. He felt young because he was running a young rock station. He'd like to have a little pot backstage at these shows.
Sam Roberts.
Get a little loosey goosey. Anyway. See what happens with the Taylor Swift.
What happened with the blimp?
I don't know. I don't really know.
They didn't come in today.
Just a random floating blimp?
I didn't really follow this story. I did not really understand it. It got loose and then it was just flying around.
It's a military blimp.
A military blimp.
Bought a product called Prep-A-Pick.
Prep-A-Pick? What the hell is Prep-A-Pick?
Oh.
I don't know what happened with the blimp. You just shut down the show with that.
Oh, sorry.
No, I don't care. I'm just saying. I just don't know. I was trying to follow it on CNN and on Twitter. I know it was a military blimp that got loose. And they didn't know how to fucking bring it down. I know that much. And then it finally came down, but it was causing all sorts of it was causing all sorts of problems as it was going, right?
I don't know.
It landed in Bloomsburg, right by my school. This guy said
it looks like that dick
knocked
the
out
teacher
the power.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe she saw it and was just drawing a.
It was a signal.
Big balls under it.
Yeah, and they had the fighter jets scrambling. And
is that Long Island?
No, it was somewhere in like Pennsylvania. Somewhere in Pennsylvania. Yeah, where the Amish live. Right? NORAD was involved. It was a big story yesterday. I was trying to follow it on Twitter, and I was like,
did it crash or just kind of land? Like, is it a?
Yeah, it's finally. Well, that doesn't look good.
Yeah, boy.
That's
looks
the
like
final
it
photo.
popped.
Here's the blimp. Well, part of it in a tree near Muncie, says Nikki Kreis on Twitter.
Muncie.
Good old Muncie.
Those fucking blimps cost $1.4 billion a piece.
Come on.
Yep.
What?
Imagine, $1 billion blimp. There's probably a bunch of weather and surveillance stuff in there.
Yeah.
There's a food court.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I know that over Area 51 on a random hill, they just have a floating blimp that just is like, that's just like anchored down, and it just does all the surveillance of weather and
it's security.
Slow flying. Yeah.
They probably don't want anyone wandering around.
Right.
Did you get close to Area 51?
No, but you can see it driving through Idaho.
Really?
Yeah, like, you can see it in Idaho and Montana. Like, you can kind of see on a hilltop. You're like, well, what is that thing over there? And I had to look it up one time because I was like, I swear there's something floating on top of that mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's over security for Area 51. They just got one floating.
What is that Area 51 really about?
Yeah.
So mysterious.
I don't buy it.
No one knows for sure. Oh, you're not buying it?
Nah.
New technologies, new military technology.
Yeah, probably.
That's it. Yeah, there's no spaceships.
No.
Oh, look at that.
What about that alien walking across the street?
Some guy in a onesie running around just freaking people
That's
out.
an alien sighting in 2015.
I like that they have to circle it so you don't think it's the sign. There's a sign in a road and a mountain and a fucking guy. Who could it be?
There's a video of it.
Oh,
cool.
All right.
We tweet out all these videos. Just follow us. Oh, it's 7 minutes long.
Holy hell.
What are you talking about? I do.
Oh, this is all fake.
So far,
Of course, it's terrible.
Oh, God, that first opening line of their fake video.
Right.
Let's make believe we're just having a chit-chat and an alien walks across the road.
Hey, what do you say?
Let's get the big reveal and hear the horrible acting.
Yeah.
And it has 2.5 million views, by the way. Get to where they...
Hey, did you see the game last night?
Exactly. Give us like just a little before the reveal. Yeah, start it somewhere in there just for the hell of it.
Truck starts to move at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. No, that's too close, man.
They're making believe they're looking for a
Don't want to deal with
campsite.
that. I think that spot we saw before.
Well, then there's a truck up there.
A lot of warning signs. Photography or photographs.
It's videography. It says photography. Now, what about up there? Can we go up there? Probably. I mean, it's before the fence. I think it's okay.
Yeah, you see the boundary?
As they're just standing there. And
move to there.
Run by. Oh, the truck's gone.
Oh.
Oh, fuck! Close the trunk! Close the trunk!
Oh, God.
Where'd it go?
This is terrible.
Holy crap, I'm uncomfortable.
Oh,
2.5 million views.
And we're part of that.
If that had 2.5 million dislikes, I'd be okay.
Yeah.
One like.
That is horrible. Go back to that.
I was a real alien.
Go back.
Really?
Go back to a little before the reveal.
Watch this.
Go to like 6 minutes.
That alien was cool as a cucumber.
Fucking real.
He just strolls on by.
I seen it.
Look at that. Yeah, no biggie.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Why are they filming instead of filming?
They're trying to film where they're.
Spaceman.
Did you fucking see that?
Space monster.
Just fucking go. Go.
Oh, God. Why is this?
Where did that fucking go?
Or it's that, you know that truck that you see in the beginning of the video,
front,
some guy fucking with them all. He's like, I got these kids.
Why does it have so many views?
People like the...
and then, of course, the camera's all over the fucking place, so you don't really see it anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
2 elderly women passed the main gate.
To get in, they said we're going to take pictures.
That's straight ahead. That's where we're going. You mean the Area 51 gate?
Right.
It's this way, 7 miles.
Is that all?
You want to follow us?
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be spooky. Hey, listen, when I slow, you're not going to be able to see me because I'm going to put out a dust plume.
A dust plume.
All right. Whatever.
Crazy area.
I hate this. Is like ghost hunter shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
I actually got to take a really bad leak.
Uh-oh. I got a bottle here.
Wouldn't be the first
I got a bottle.
Want to take a quick break, then we'll wrap up next? What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's fine. I actually have to leave.
All right.
We got Kaitlyn Farrington. Farrington. I always say Farrington. No, Farrington.
No, it's Farrington.
Yeah, they spelled it with an E on my sheet here. It's with an A, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Farrington. Okay, Tuesday with Stories. Oh, yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesdays with Stories is doing very well for this channel. I appreciate what you and Joe List are doing. And next Monday at 7 will be the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
And the previous episode's available on SiriusXM on demand and the SiriusXM app.
Yeah, we're cooking now. We're on a roll, folks.
You guys do a very good job at that. And Jimmy's got some gigs.
Yeah. No, Charlotte's coming up next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend in Erie. So I'll be gone when we get back. So I have to be somewhere by 11 o'clock. It's a big event.
Oh, so let's just wrap up. We did it.
Yeah.
Okay. We're coming back tomorrow to do some radio. So, we'll do a live show tomorrow. Mark, thank you so much.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for having. And let me apologize officially for last Friday.
What happened?
Why?
Oh, never mind. Forget it. Forget everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't show up.
Oh,
yeah.
We're used to you guys not showing up.
All right. I felt guilty. I almost brought gifts in. I felt so
You're a
bad.
stand-up and you're an alcoholic.
Oh,
We're
God.
lucky when you make it.
You know how many people don't show up for us?
Okay.
I'm
so grateful to be here. Blah blah.
Sometimes
blah,
it's frustrating because you want to, we look forward to doing some radio with you, but we're used to that.
All right. I didn't know.
Oh, no need to fret, Mark.
All right, I was fretting.
If you get up to Vic Henley's level, then we might have to talk.
Right.
I think he holds the record, and then Giannis blew us off recently.
Yeah.
Not blew us off, but he didn't get up.
Yeah.
It's always happening.
Okay.
Always. No,
It happened to me yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
It happened to her yesterday.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. I apologize. Roland, I had like 1,000 texts to Roland.
We had fun with you. Then we wanted to do another day with you, and then
I know, and I blew it.
You come back tomorrow. Matter of fact, how's that?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
You can figure that out. After the show. All right, we'll be back tomorrow for another live show.
Bye, Caitlin.
Caitlin, always you can come back tomorrow too.
I think I gotta fly out tomorrow, but we'll see if I make my flight.
Have you ever missed one?
Well, I'm notorious for missing my flights out of New York, so you never know. Anything could happen.
All right. So if not, we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks for having me back.
I love hearing about your adventures.
I got so many.
She's very active.
Yeah, very active person.
All right. And I'll wet your bed tonight.
Oh.
With that, we'll see you tomorrow.